following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
Play ball!
It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Smallwood and Small Insurance, Thomas Miller Agent, Administrative Drive, Martinsburg. Cider Press Restaurant, Exit 5, Inwood. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring in Inwood. Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, Tavern Road, Martinsburg. The Mortgage Center in the Aiken Center, Martinsburg. Dynamark Atlantic Security, your local alarm professional. Holly's VIP Northside, Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. Art McBee Insurance, Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. D&N Auto Specialists off Tavern Road, Martinsburg. And Heffley Motors, HeffleyMotorCompany.com.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back into Cardinal Park. We are on the campus of Spring Mills High School for a second straight night as we bring you a local EPAC baseball and a sectional matchup as the Spring Mills Cardinals play host to the Musselman Applemen. Along with Matt Crawford, I'm Matt Miller. John Alderton running our TV 10 camera. Donald Kinney, our on-site producer, and Colin McLaughlin is our studio engineer. Matt, it was a tough one here last night for the Spring Mills Cardinals, their third straight loss, dropping them to 4-9 in a game that got away from them right from the get-go as they were hosting Washington.
Yeah, Washington 9 runs in the first inning, and one of two things at the high school level usually happens from that point forward. It's either a 13-11 game and Spring Mills slowly chips back into it, or it turns into what we saw last night. Maybe not usually 20-1 as a final score, but it was really Washington the entire way. Logan Link, on top of what everybody was doing offensively, and I do mean everybody was doing offensively for Washington, Logan Link really shut down the Spring Mills attack at the plate, retired his first 6 batters, and really was just dominant in that performance. And it was just one of those games that if you're Spring Mills, you have to erase quickly. This is a team that's lost 3 in a row, but for Musselman at the same time, this is a team that's lost 5 in a row. 2 4-win ball clubs coming in tonight. Somebody's going to get that 5th win. For Musselman, they're coming in with 10 losses. Spring Mills trying to avoid that 10th loss of the season, at least tonight. So we shall see two teams that really right now aren't hitting the baseball overly well. Both started hitting the baseball a little bit as the season kind of kicked in. This matchup the first time, Musselman hit the ball all over the ballpark, similar to what we saw from Washington last night. That was a 17-0 game in meeting number 1. But somebody's going to have to find the bats tonight, and maybe, hopefully, I'm sure for both teams' head coaches, maybe both will find the bats tonight, and this will be a high-scoring affair.
Well, as you mentioned, Musselman coming in on that 5-game losing streak. Last time out was last Saturday, a 5-4 decision at Martinsburg. So they've had a couple of days this week to be able to get back out on the practice field and to be able to work on some of those things that might prepare them for this one. They come in with the record at 4 wins and 10 losses. And with that 5-game slide, the last time that Musselman was in the win column was on April the 24th. That was a doubleheader sweep on the road up at Pendleton County when they took out the host team 22-0, and in that 2-team doubleheader defeated Kaiser 17-7, and that's what they need to get back to is run production like that.
And no rest for the weary for the Musselman Applemen. The game tonight, they're at Frankfort tomorrow night, at home against Moorfield Friday, a doubleheader at GW in Bridgeport on Saturday, nothing Sunday, but then Monday and Tuesday at Hedgesville, at Washington, and a couple of regional games. One of those is a sectional game against Hedgesville. And Wednesday, they're at Moorfield. Thursday is the next time they're going to be off other than Sunday. So just 2 rest days on what has been a marathon season, not just for them, but for everybody in the Eastern Panhandle and across the Mountain State.
And you mentioned a marathon season. We are headed down that final stretch. Yeah. I mean, you've got the games tonight, games that they may have tomorrow into Friday and Saturday, and then boom, you've got 2 weeks left in the regular season. So time now to kind of make your move, if you will.
Yeah, the sectional round of the playoffs starts Tuesday, June 1st. So once you get to that first day of June, it is the season that matters, if you will. Everybody basically goes in after the seeding with a 0-0 record, and it's what you do then. This right now is trying to get better and be playing the best baseball, and we heard that from Hedgesville head coach Eric Grove on Miller Time today. You got to try to be playing your best baseball as the season's winding down. Well, we're reaching that point of the season right now.
So again, it's the Spring Mills Cardinals at 4 wins, 9 losses, playing host to the Musselman Applemen, coming in at 4-10. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. On the other side of the break, a chance to hear from both head coaches. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
We welcome you back in to Cardinal Park, where we are experiencing some technical difficulties. We may have a short in a cable as we are having an issue being able to, there we go. Let's see, if I touch this, do you think it'll hurt a little bit?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, well, that is...
We may be pausing the pregame because Matt Miller has electrocuted himself, but that's just excitement in the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, let's see if we can find a way to push that together, and we might be able to hear from the 2 head coaches. So let me hit the way back button, and now we'll try. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We know we have those interviews, but experiencing some difficulty on the wiring. Let's give it a try and find out. Let me go backwards one more, and this should be our conversation with Bradley Barrett in his second season first on the field, leading the Spring Mills Cardinals. We got it started with the tough matchup last night and the loss to Washington.
I tell our guys all the time, like if we have a bad day, you kind of move forward. What we need to do as a team is get better each day and move forward from there.
Tell us about this Musselman and the keys for your team.
Same situation. We played a poor game against the first time. We had a bunch of errors. If we play a clean game, I think we can take them tonight.
When you talk about playing a clean game, obviously it starts with that guy on the mound and the defense behind him. What does that look like tonight?
Herndon's a great guy. He throws for contact. He gets a lot of outs for us. He definitely has the longevity to last a long game, too, so it's going to be good.
When you talk about a guy throwing for contact or to contact, does that help your defense kind of be on their toes?
Oh, absolutely. When we sit around and pitch count gets up there, 30, 40 pitches an inning, and it gets long, and we kind of sit around, and when the ball's finally hit, we end up making errors, and it hurts us.
All right, let's go to the plate. Didn't hit the ball extremely well yesterday. What is it that you saw? How much of it was the other pitcher, or even still the approach at the plate?
We started off okay. We were hitting the ball, but it was just going right to a guy. I keep saying, our approach needs to be fixed. We get too patient at the plate. We get behind ourselves, and we're at 0-2, and we're kind of stuck. We have to
All right, there we had a chance to hear as much as we could from Coach Bradley Barrett. We got a chance to catch up as well with Josh Hartman in his third season, second on the field with the Musselman Applemen. Let's give that a try and see if we can get to that conversation. And we got it started with where his team is at right now, dropping their last 5 games.
We're close in all these games we've been playing. 5-4 loss to Martinsburg, 12-10 to Jefferson. Right at you.
Foul ball right in the middle of the interview, yeah.
Not where you want to be underneath the foul ball at this point. But yeah, we're fighting, we're competing with the teams we've been playing. Hopefully, tonight we'll find a way to get on the right side of that win column.
When you look at how these games have played out and how close they've been, has it been just a play here or there, something offensively, defensively?
Both. If we could find that big hit, we haven't come up with that yet. If we could find a way to make a play in the field and get out of an inning, that would help us out.
Do you feel like if you could just, it's kind of like the water in the dam, if you could just get that run and get that win, you might get this team on a streak?
I completely feel like that. I really do. Like you find a way to win a ball game, and I think the momentum could turn and head in the right direction for us.
All right, had a win against this Spring Mills team earlier in the season. What do you take out of that? It's been over a month ago.
Honestly, nothing. That game was so far away. It was 17-0. I don't think they played really well, and they're a completely different team than what they were that night. So honestly, nothing. You really can't get anything from that game.
Do you have a special AARP segment in your coaching staff now?
I do. I don't know if that AARP card works for Coach Klepner tonight or not, but tonight's his 50th birthday, so that's pretty cool for him.
Maybe you can get the win for him.
Maybe so.
We're playing for him?
Either way, we get cupcakes, it looks like, so it'll be a good day either way, right?
Coach, thanks.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, there you go. And that is Josh Hartman, the head coach for the Musselman Applemen, and having some fun with assistant coach Brian Klepner, celebrating his 50th birthday here today at the ballpark. All right, we need to let's just go ahead and jump right in to our starting lineups, as they have already begun to go through those lineups over the PA. And it looks like we may get a little early start in this one. So, Matt, take it away.
Let's do it. Let's start with the Musselman Applemen. They come in with a record of 4-10 on the season. In the leadoff spot, playing first base, is Kyle Lohr. Batting second and doing the pitching tonight for the Applemen, Jason Myers. Blake Hartman is playing center field and hitting third. In the cleanup spot, Jacob Miller playing left field. In right field, batting fifth is Trevor Bohr. Batting sixth is Baden Hartman. He will be behind the plate tonight. In the seventh spot is third baseman Liam Wilson. Playing second, batting eighth is Sam Simpson. And rounding out your batting order, the shortstop, Trenton Wolf. Now to the Spring Mills Cardinals. They come in with a record of 4-9 on the season. In the leadoff spot for the Cardinals, shortstop Caden Compton. At first base, batting second is Carson Gotham. Playing center field and batting third, Tyler Gilpin. Chase Renner is batting fourth. He will play the hot corner at third tonight. Pitching for the Spring Mills Cardinals, Chase Herndon will be on the mound tonight, and he will bat fifth. DHing for the right fielder, Chase Henson, is Braden Shives. He is batting sixth. Batting seventh, Drew Gilpin. He is in left to start the game defensively. In the eighth spot is catcher Mason Everhart. And rounding out the batting order for Spring Mills, batting ninth, second baseman Memphis Elliott.
All right, let's look at the coaching staffs. We mentioned earlier, we heard from Spring Mills head coach Bradley Barrett, assisted by Doug Allen, Matt Copley, Cody Hammond, former Spring Mills pitcher, Justin May, and former Musselman Appleman Maverick Keller. For the Musselman Appleman, Josh Hartman, we mentioned as the head coach, and Coach Brian Klepner celebrating that 50th birthday today. Also assisted by Jordan Ambrose and by Mike Mackey. Our matchup, the 4-9 Spring Mills Cardinals. They play host to the 4-10 Musselman Appleman. As the starting lineups introduced for Spring Mills, they will race out onto the field, lining up with three outfielders in center, three of the infielders lining up behind that second base bag, and three lining up right behind the pitcher's mound. The white baseball pants, the red jersey tops for Spring Mills. Musselman in the white baseball pants, and they have the gray jersey tops. Well, as the final announcements are made here, we'll get ready and send it back to the studio. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. On the other side of the break, we'll set today's pitching matchup and get into all the play-by-play action. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNRN TV 10.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Tripp's Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit TrippsFloorSanding.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
Along with Matt Crawford, I'm Matt Miller. John Alderton running our TV10 camera. Donald Kinney is our on-site producer. And Colin McLaughlin, our engineer, back at the studio. We are ready for ball. Gene is here. So now
that means we can play ball.
There
Absolutely.
It is. All right, hey, let's take a look at our matchup as we start with the young man on the hill right now for Spring Mills getting in his warm-up tosses.
Chase Herndon, the starter. He's worked 14 in the third innings, a 6.34 ERA, a 1-1 record coming in. This will be start number 5 for him, in his as he gets in his warm-up pitches. 22 hits given up, 21 runs, but only 13 of those have been earned. And one thing to watch out for, a 1-to-1 strikeout-to-walk ratio, 14 strikeouts, but has walked 14. But we understand from head coach Bradley Baird, talking with him before the game, that at the beginning of this season, Herndon trying to be more of that strikeout pitcher, dominating, but just eventually realized, and I'm sure the coach is encouraging this a little bit, going, hey, you don't quite have the speed or the control right now to be that strikeout pitcher. So now pitching to contact. So I'm sure a few of those walks due to that early season and trying to figure out what he wanted to do on the mound. So looking forward to see what this young man can do tonight.
Oh, we certainly know how much the walks and hit batters hurt this Cardinals pitching staff last night. 7 walks and 5 hit batters. That is 12 free base runners. And as I look back through yesterday's scoring sheet, I have 1 walk that got erased on a play at the plate and a hit by pitch that got erased on a fielder's choice at second, another hit by pitch that got left on, but that means 3 of the 12 did not score. 9 of the 12 free base runners did come around to score, and that's a big reason for a 20-1 setback. Let's see what happens as Kyle Lohr gets ready to stand in. Mason Everhart, the catcher for Spring Mills, out for a quick conference with Chase Herndon, and the left-hander is ready to go. Lohr, starting first baseman. A freshman, one of 2 freshmen in this starting lineup for Musselman and Matt. They bat back-to-back in the top of the order. First pitch. Taken down low for ball 1.
Third baseman Chase Renner playing in on the grass to Lohr. Did not square out a bunt on that first pitch.
Next delivery down the middle taken for a strike. Now 1-1.
Yeah, and those 2 freshmen, and Myers and Lohr, have been in those top 2 for the better part of the season, at least the games we've seen and called.
And they've produced a .333 average for Lohr. No homers, 14 driven in. He watches this one high. 2 balls and a strike.
And 14 hits and 42 at-bats, driven in 14, added 7 walks to his credit.
Yeah, great on-base percentage, and that's what you want in that top of the order. Pitch sails high for ball 3, now at 3-1.
Yeah, obviously the ultimate goal is your leadoff guy to get on, but you definitely want him to see pitches. You want him to make that pitcher throw everything in his arsenal so you know what's coming up.
3-1 delivery down low and outside, and there is ball 4. Lohr draws his 8th walk on the season, the 15th walk allowed by Herndon, and the leadoff runner is on. And, Matt, that was a constant theme last night for Washington.
Yeah, it was what I believe is every inning, and if not, it was every inning but one. But, yeah, every inning they allowed Washington to get on base with that leadoff batter.
Brings up Jason Myers. He will take, and that fastball is in there for a strike. Myers hitting .370, no homers and 6 driven in. The bottom of the order has apparently been getting on, because if Lohr's been in that top spot most of the season with 14 RBI, there have been some guys for him to drive in throughout the course of a game. Here's a toss over as Lure goes back in on the dive.
Getting dirty over there at first quick. Good lead.
Yep, stretches it right back out.
Pretty big lead for a left-handed pitcher.
Pitch to the plate, bounced foul. That one headed over off the brick backstop right beside of the Spring Mills dugout off the first baseline.
And he's confident, at least in the first couple of pitches where he's been on first base. Usually with a left-handed pitcher, if you see a big lead, there's at least a lean back over to first base. He looks pretty normal out there up until that pitch comes. Then there is a slight lean back to first, but an aggressive lead.
Swing and a miss at the 0-2 fastball. Myers late on that one, goes down on strikes, and so Lure bounces right back after the leadoff walk, getting a strikeout.
And Herndon on the mound, picking up right where he has left off in season stats. He was 14-14 coming in with walks and strikeouts, and first batter walk, second batter strikeout.
There you go.
Staying 1 for 1.
Blake Hartman to the plate with that runner at first and one away. He looks at strike one.
Hartman, one of the two power threats in this lineup, 3-4 with him and Miller, the 3 home runs for this team.
Hartman hitting .364 with that home run and 13 runs batted in. Right-hand batter takes this one down low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Had a bit of a slow start to the season at the plate, but has heated up as the year has gone along.
You know, there's some preparation for college football going on when he's not on the diamond. So I'm sure that had a little bit to do with the slow start.
Runner on the move with a 1-1 pitch. It's taken for a strike. Throw down, fielded on a bounce, and that one not in time as Lure gets in with that stolen base. The head first dive on the steal. Count a ball and 2 strikes now to Hartman. Good breaking pitch. Tough one for Everhart to be able to come up and make a strong throw to get Lure.
And with Lure happening to go on the right pitch. Obviously you want a ball low or you want an off-speed pitch, and he got both.
Now that 1-2 delivery. Fastball check swing foul to the backstop. It holds ball and 2 strikes. That was the accidental contact.
Yeah, that was the, hey, I don't want to chase that one, but hitting the handle.
Holds it a ball and 2 strikes with a runner in scoring position. No score, top half of inning number 1. There is 1 down. The lefty ready and the pitch high and outside. Now 2-2.
Not a bad idea for Herndon. You saw Hartman begin to go around on one that was right at the letters, maybe a little bit above on that last pitch. So you try the fastball a little bit high and outside of the zone. Good chase pitch. Nothing hurt. 2-2 right now.
Shortstop ducking over behind the runner as the pitch to the plate is hit very sharply foul and past the third base coach and head coach, Josh Hartman. I think he had it measured but then thought better of it.
Yeah. Little Olay down the third base line.
Where's the song, Olay, Olay? Count holding 2 balls, 2 strikes as Hartman stands in, really crowds the plate. Swings through a high fastball and Hartman down on strikes. Back-to-back Ks for Chase Herndon. And as we heard his head coach in the pregame show talk about trying to convince him he's not necessarily a power pitcher, pitch to contact, he gets a pair of strikeouts.
It also helps you get the batter to climb the ladder. And we saw Hartman, he was pretty eager at 2 pitches above the zone. He was able to hold up the first 2 times on those high fastballs out of the zone, but that time chasing that one up the ladder.
Now Jacob Miller stands in, takes ball 1 down low. Miller, the junior left fielder, in the cleanup spot.
And the Triple Crown winner on this team. A .419 average leading the team, 2 home runs leading the team, and 18 runs driven in leading the team.
Pitch missing up and in. That is ball 2. Yeah, he has been the guy in this cleanup spot. He has produced. 2-0 the count. Can he produce here with a clutch 2-out hit? Taking all the way, watches the 2-0 for a strike. Now 2-1. Trevor Bohr due next. Lure at second after the leadoff walk stole second. Strikeouts of Myers and Hartman have us where we are right now.
And at least in the games we've called, Miller has not been a first pitch strike guy swinging at the plate. He likes to see one.
Swing and a miss at the 2-1. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one a little up and in. So Herndon looking pretty solid after the walk to Lure. That came on 5 pitches. It was a 3-1 pitch that missed. Now he's a pitch away from striking out the side. That 2-ball, 2-strike delivery, swing and a miss, and again he got him on the high heat. 3 straight strikeouts, all 3 swinging, and that is how you pitch around that leadoff walk. Musselman gets a base runner, but will leave that runner stranded at second. We're through a half an inning. It's Musselman nothing. Spring Mills coming to bat.
Carpal tunnel syndrome affects 13 million Americans and left untreated can cause long-term debilitation. WVU Medicine Jefferson Medical Center recently became the first hospital in the region to offer carpal tunnel release with ultrasound guidance using the new Sonex Health SX1 microknife. CTR surgery is an outpatient procedure and most patients return to normal activities within 3 to 6 days. For more info, contact WVU Medicine Board Certified Orthopedic Surgeon Brad Wright at 304-725-2663.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
No score as we go to the bottom half of inning number 1. Let's do our first inning first look forecast. Can't beat this. Sunny and 64 and just a light breeze blowing, not the cool winds of last night.
Yeah, it was a beautiful night for baseball. I'm sure it'll get a little chillier as the sun goes down, starting an hour later than we did last night. And last night the sun just about going completely down by the time we wrapped up the post game, but still a beautiful night for baseball here in the north end of Berkeley County.
Cool down. The overnight low 41, much the same for the next couple of days as well. Sunny and 66 tomorrow with a low of 43 overnight. And then on Friday, sunshine and 70 with that overnight low of 45 heading into Saturday morning. Our next broadcast will come your way Friday. We'll enjoy that sunny and 70-degree weather over at P.O. Faulkner Park, where it is Hall of Fame night for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, as they will welcome in the Hedgesville Eagles.
I know if you're watching at home and decide, hey, it's nice outside, want to go see some baseball. If you don't want to come here, I know a special night over at P.O. Faulkner tonight. It's hospice night at the ballpark. Always a big night. I know assistant coach Larry Cooper are really involved with that hospice, with hospice of the Eastern Panhandle. So if you're out and about driving and looking for a baseball game to go to, if you don't want to come here and are in the Martinsburg area, definitely a good night to be out there as proceeds go to help hospice of the Eastern Panhandle.
Yeah, plenty of baseball action today. Hedgesville is playing at Petersburg. Berkeley Springs, as you mentioned, at Martinsburg. Our game here, and the Jefferson-Washington game already a final as it was played down at Washington.
8-3, Jefferson getting the win. So Jefferson's bats slowing down a little bit over the past couple of games, or at least the margin of, I shouldn't say bats slowing down, margin of victory is narrowing over the last few games, including their first loss of the season.
By the way, Cullen Horowitz had another home run and 2 doubles.
Of course he did, because that's just what he does.
11 home runs in 14 games right now for Horowitz.
We'll talk about another impressive feat around the state as the game goes on.
Caden Compton standing in as we get this bottom of the first underway, and it's a foul ball back to the screen for strike 1.
Jason Myers on the mound. This is his 5th start, his 10th appearance on the year. 16 innings on the mound, a 7.87 ERA, a 1-2 record. Get to the rest of the stats here after the 0-1.
Here's a swing and a bouncing ball headed over towards the third base dugout. That's where Musselman is located. 0-2 the count.
Myers in the 16 innings on the hill, 22 hits, 24 runs, 18 of those have been earned. 16 strikeouts to 8 walks, so going about a 2-for-1 pace so far this year.
The freshman ready, delivers a high fastball, a swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Compton, 1 away. All right, what is the other feat going on around the Mountain State? I think I know what you're going to talk about.
Back-to-back no-hitters at Ripley High School.
Yeah, that's what we read online.
Yes, so I'll have to look up the name as the broadcast goes on, but a pitcher at Ripley has thrown back-to-back no-hitters.
Very impressive. Pitch down low and in to Carson Gotham. That is ball 1. Gotham, a sophomore. So we talked about a pair of freshmen in the top of the Musselman lineup. How about a pair of sophomores atop the Spring Mills lineup? A bouncing ball back up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, and on the run, making the throw is Trenton Wolf in time to get him. Gotham grounds out 6-3, 2 down in the inning. Nice play.
Yeah, Wolf doing a very good job not letting that get to the lip. We saw that lip a couple different times last night, change the trajectory of the ball, and a wicked hop when it gets towards that lip going in the dirt. And he did a very good job charging that baseball, making a good throw on the run.
Brings to the plate Tyler Gilpin. Bases empty, 2 outs. He takes low and outside, ball 1.
Gilpin had a nice shot last night. Really the only big thing offensively for Spring Mills to talk about, a triple late in that ball game.
Don't see a lot of triples. Here's a pitch down low and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
And it was a legitimate triple. No, it wasn't a double with the
no.
air in the outfield. He just put a charge into it and was changing gears round at second base. He was going 3 all the way.
Yeah, the senior with good speed. Swings through this 2-0. Good fastball. Now 2-1. Myers, a right-hander, working from the windup.
Working quick, too.
He is ready, and the pitch, a breaking ball, bounces out in front of the plate. Got Gilpin to flinch, but did not offer. And it's 3 balls and a strike. Move a little dirt around in front of the plate.
You know, Ryman Schneider, our home plate umpire. Out in the field is Dave Boyd.
Yeah, switching places from the JV game. Hey, we'll give you that final, too. Hang on. 3-1 pitch, ground ball on the right side of the infield. Second baseman has it, and that throw on to first is in time. Sam Simpson to Kyle Lohr.
Simpson almost overrunning that baseball. He got to where he thought the ball was going to be in perfect time. Ended up having to stick that glove out to the left as he overran it just a bit. Good adjustment. And a 1-2-3 inning to start for Myers.
All right, we'll give you that JV score when we come back. Our varsity score through 1 inning. It's 0-0. We're back after this.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Back again as we head here to the top of the second inning at Cardinal Stadium. No score. Trevor Bohr out of the number 5 spot in the order to get it started in the Musselman second.
All right, we got to pick one because you said you weren't going with Cardinal Stadium. We were going with Cardinal Park. We were asking Coach Barrett if the stadium or if the park/stadium has a name, so we got to pick one here and just kind of designate that because you've now gone both ways in the broadcast so far.
Here is the pitch taken for a strike. Trevor Bohr, the sophomore right fielder, number 5 hitter. I've got it written on my scorecard as Cardinal Park. Here's the pitch taken for a called strike 2. Good-looking pitch.
Bohr, 393 hitter. That's 11 hits and 28 at-bats. Has driven in 8 and added 10 walks in that number 5 spot.
A great on-base percentage when you add the fact that he has 1 fewer walk than he does hits. 11 hits, 10 walks. Swings and fouls the 0-2 pitch down the third base line. That one out of play.
I'm sure everybody appreciating tonight we're not giving those strikeout numbers. The stats we got, the margin was cut off right at the strikeouts. Everybody getting positive numbers tonight.
Let's go to that JV score I promised I would give you. It was a 5-5 tie after 6 innings. Here's the pitch, a fastball that misses high. 1-2. The JV rule is that a new inning cannot start after 6 o'clock, and the 6th inning wrapped up at almost 6 o'clock on the dot.
I think it was 6 o'clock on the dot when we looked at our phone.
Yeah, so they didn't get to play that 7th inning, and again, it's a time factor in baseball, trying to make sure that they can get that varsity game started as close to 7 o'clock as possible, knowing you're going to probably go 2, maybe 2.5 hours for a game. The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch misses high. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
We're staying a little more disciplined than Miller and Hartman. As Herndon to close out the first inning, got both of those guys to chase out of the zone and chase upstairs.
2-2 pitch, and that one misses high. It's gone full 3-2. So he got ahead 0-2. Bohr has battled and gotten the count full. By the way, they're in the 5th inning in the softball game. That's going on just out past the left field fence here at the baseball field. Pitch on the outside corner, and it's taken for a called strike 3.
Great location, and if you're Trevor Ward, you got to take the bat off the shoulder right there. Close enough that at least foul it off. I know on the outside part of the plate, but you got to at least try to foul that one off and live to see another pitch. But a good location for Chase Herndon, just painting the outside of the plate.
4 straight strikeouts now for Herndon. It'll bring up Baden Hartman, catcher and number 6 hitter, and the pitch to him. Fastball down the middle for strike 1 at the softball field. Same 2 programs, and it is Spring Mills with a 5-0 lead. Again, they're already in the 5th inning in that softball game. Try to keep an eye on that scoreboard. We can barely see it from our angle.
Depending on the numbers that are up at the moment is what
Yes.
we can tell what the score is.
Here's the pitch, and that one on the inside corner. That is a called strike 2.
And Herndon is wasting no time.
Yep.
He's definitely in a groove between the ears right now as he is quickly getting that baseball back, shaking off quickly, and getting right back to work.
Now that 0-2 and that fastball, it is a called strike 3. Hartman started to swing, held up, thought it was going to miss inside, but that is 5 straight Ks now for Herndon.
The first 3 were swinging. The last 2 have been looking. As Bohr watched it go by, and as you said, Hartman thought about it but then held up. Definitely didn't go around enough for it to be a swing at the plate. So back-to-back backwards Ks.
Now Liam Wilson takes a called first strike. Now you like a pitcher that gets into that groove, right? Pitching is all about rhythm. The 0-1 pitch, here it comes. That one misses down and in, 1-1. Wilson, a senior, one of 3 seniors in this Musselman lineup. 3 seniors, 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. 11 hits in 30 at-bats for the number 7 hitter. He'll take down low in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. That's a .367 average. No homers and 4 driven in. Now that 2-1 pitch, here it comes, hit in the air into left center field. Ranging over is Drew Gilpin, and the left fielder will make the grab. So after a pair of strikeouts to make it 5 straight, finally Musselman makes some contact with a fly out into left field. The Musselman Applemen go in order in the top of the 2nd inning. We're through 1.5. Your score, Musselman nothing and Spring Mills nothing.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, a successful night so far at P.O. Faulkner Park. That's where Martinsburg was holding hospice night and entertaining the Berkeley Springs Indians. Started at 6 o'clock, a varsity-only affair, and it is all Martinsburg. They are batting with a runner at first, nobody out, and a 9-0 Bulldog advantage.
And Berkeley Springs, we understand, coming in, hitting the baseball pretty well, but Martinsburg, I would have them as winners of 8 of their last 9 or 9 of their last 10, according to Aaron Byler. We'll get a chance to talk to him on Miller Time on Friday going into that Hedgesville game, and that should be a good one. The way Martinsburg has been playing and picking up as the season has gone on, especially at the plate, that should be a good one on Friday.
Chase Renner to get the bottom of the 2nd started. First pitch swinging, hits a very high pop-up on the left side of the infield, And a nice job by the shortstop Trenton Wolf. He takes charge, calling off the third baseman Liam Wilson, and a couple of steps out into the grass, makes that grab.
Can't get much more efficient than that to start the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out. Have that as just the 11th pitch thrown as Myers got through the bottom of the first, throwing just 10.
Now the first pitch to Chase Herndon in a pitcher-pitcher matchup, and it misses down low for ball 1. Herndon, a junior, bats from the left side, throws with that left hand. Takes this pitch high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Herndon with 7 hits in 34 at-bats for a .206 average. No homers and 4 driven in on the season. Here's the pitch. That one on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. First 4 batters retired by Myers. Next pitch fouled out of play off the third base side. That one working the outer edge. Herndon really threw the bat out there just to make contact.
Liam Wilson playing inside the baseline at third base, not quite to the grass, but definitely shading a bit in.
Now that 2-2 pitch. A strike on the inside corner, and that is strike 3.
Second strikeout so far for Myers. And both pitchers starting very strong.
Yeah. Well, the sun really bothers the right side of the infield and the right fielder. And watching Kyle Lohr out at first base, he's got the sunglasses on, and every pitch to the plate, he is using his glove to help shield the sun from his eyes. 2 outs with nobody on. Standing in is Braden Shives. Designated hitter in the number 6 spot in the order takes strike 1. Lights are already on, but they will not take effect for a while. It's a beautiful sunny evening. Pitch in the dirt, bounces away from the catcher, Baden Hartman, and it's 1-1.
And we talked about this last night. It really is preference for the player, because sometimes players at first base, when it's as sunny as it is and that sun's going directly into your eyes, sometimes the different glares off the sunglasses make it a bit worse. But right now, Kyle Lohr going to stick with the shades.
1-1 fastball on that outside edge. Now with a ball and 2 strikes.
Saw both first basemen going without sunglasses last night.
Looking to see if maybe he's got on those cool fishing glasses. This pitch missing inside, actually glances off the hand or the forearm of the batter, and Shives will take first, hit by the pitch. Don't you have those fishing glasses that help to get rid of the glare and let you see well?
That certain glare.
Okay.
Again, if the sun's coming directly in your face, there's really not a whole lot you can do about it. But, yeah, I usually wear the Costa Del Mar shades.
So Shives, the first base runner for the Cardinals. 2 outs with a runner at first for Drew Gilpin, left fielder number 7 hitter, taking strike 1. Gilpin, one of 4 sophomores in this Spring Mills lineup. 5 seniors, 1 junior, 4 sophomores. So a couple of young teams out here right now. Breaking pitch with beautiful movement. Gilpin frozen. Watch a strike 2.
Doesn't get much better than that one. Broke right over the heart of the plate, and by the reaction of Drew Gilpin, looked like it started coming right at his shoulder.
Myers checking the runner at first. Tries that same pitch, but this time misses up and in. Gilpin backs the upper body out of the way. Left the lower body right where it was, but takes that one high and tight. A ball and 2 strikes. Short lead by Shives. Stretching it out a little more. There he goes. Pitch misses high, and the throw down, and it will be in time to get him. Yes. Wolf, the shortstop, pulls in that bullet from Baden. Hartman applies the tag. Shives is erased at second.
And not the pitch you want to go on right there, a fastball high and outside. Baden Hartman already coming up, and a very solid throw to the shortstop, Wolf.
So the side technically retired 3 up, 3 down, thanks to the caught stealing after the 2-out hit by pitch. 2 innings in the book, and there is still no score. We're back in 60 seconds.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Along with Matt Crawford, I'm Matt Miller. John Alderton running our TV10 camera. Our on-site producer is Donald Kinney, and our engineer at the studio is Colin McLaughlin. We've got a pitcher's duel, at least through 2, right? It's still early in the 0-0. Our score as we go to the top of the third. In with your play-by-play, here's Matt.
Thank you, sir. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Musselman Appleman here in the top of inning number 3. That's Sam Simpson, Trenton Wolf. Then back to Kyle Lohr at the top of the order. The righty Simpson starting at second base today. He stands in and takes ball 1 outside. That open stance, that front foot shaded a little bit more towards third base as he steps in. A little bit of a toe tap as well. Here comes that 1-0. Fastball low in the dirt, ball 2.
And one thing we've seen from both pitchers through the first 2 innings is a good job of getting ahead of hitters, not really falling behind. We've seen Herndon go to just 2 3-ball counts.
Here is that 2-0 pitch, catching the inside third of the plate. That is strike 1. Count now 2-1 to Simpson. Simpson, 6 hits and 31 at-bats. That's a 194 average, so he's still trying to find his groove at the plate. Here comes the 2-1, lifted into left field. Moving over on it is Gilpin, and both Gilpins going over. It's going to drop in between. Rounding first and going towards second. Here comes the throw from the outfield, and sliding in feet first with the leadoff double is Sam Simpson. It's Tyler Gilpin in center field, Drew Gilpin in left field. They both moved over. Not sure whether there was a lack of communication, but certainly looked like it just dropped right between them.
Yeah, I'm with you. I feel like there was a little lack of communication, whether both were calling for it and in turn thought, okay, he's got it, or whether no one called for it, I'm not sure. But either way, it looked like both were there potentially to make a play.
First batter to reach since Kyle Lohr did it to lead off the game with a walk. It'll now bring up Trenton Wolf. Wolf, 2 at-bats this year. He has a hit in both of them. Here comes the first pitch. That one inside, getting past the catcher Everhart, moving to third on the pass ball is Sam Simpson. So the first run of the game just 90 feet away, nobody down here in the top of the third.
Yeah, Wolf joining from the basketball team had to get in a certain number of practices, and when the team is playing almost every single day, hard to get some of those practices in. I understand he actually got some swings on the JV level to kind of get into the swing of things, and I think he's there 2 for 2.
That 1-0 pitch high and outside, and certainly a fun one to watch during basketball season.
Yes. And, hey, just a junior. We'll watch him again next year.
Yeah, it should be fun. 2-0 the count to Wolf. He's shortstop today. That 2-0 missing high. 3-0. So Chase Herndon struggling a little bit to start the top of the third. Out of the stretch is Herndon. Here comes that 3-0 pitch. Fastball, the old automatic, in for strike 1.
Well, sometimes you give up that big hit. May rattle you just for a moment. Got to come back and go get this next hitter.
Looks in, gets the signal he wants. The 3-1 pitch in. That one missing high, also off the plate. Ball 4. Runners at the corners.
And you've seen this too, on the high school level especially, but I mean you can see it even on the big league level where a guy can roll through a couple of innings and then for whatever reason just hits that inning where they don't seem to have that control. You know, guys get on, give up a couple of hits, and the complexion of a game can change so quickly.
Back to the top of the order as Everhart gets back behind the plate. He stepped out in front to give the first and third defense. The lefty Kyle Lohr, the leadoff batter, stands in. He walked his first at-bat. This one lifted high into the air, going over towards that third base dugout is Mason Everhart. A good play by the catcher for out number 1.
Yeah, nice job as Everhart got rid of the mask, located the baseball, had a good angle on it, and did what he was supposed to do. We talked about maybe a lack of communication in the outfield earlier. That was good communication, calling everybody off and making the catch.
1 down. Third baseman Renner is playing in. just inside that base path, but not quite to the grass. Jason Myers steps in. That runner on his way from first to second. A sharp throw, but snagged by Chase Herndon. The second baseman, Memphis Elliott, was coming in, so I'm not sure if that wasn't meant for him, and Herndon just said, it's not going all the way there. So now at second base is Trenton Wolf. Two runners in scoring position. This one lifted to center field off the bat of Jason Myers. Going back onto this Tyler Gilpin. He will make the catch, tagging from third base, and coming in is Sam Simpson, and Musselman takes a 1-0 lead in the top of inning number 3.
It's a sacrifice fly, RBI number 7 on the season for Jason Myers. Nice job to get it out of the infield, deep enough into the outfield to be able to produce a run.
The runner also advanced from second to third. Trenton Wolf tagging up on that fly ball as well. 2 down. Blake Hartman now steps in. The senior looking down the third base line.
Matt, back to that steal of second with the throw being cut off by the pitcher. Herndon's really lucky as first pitch comes in.
Hartman lifts this one into right field, moving back onto this Chase Henson. Henson now moving to his left and back and makes an acrobatic catch as Blake Hartman put a charge into that one going to the opposite field, but a good play made by Henson. One does come across in this half inning for Musselman. We go to the bottom of the third. When we come back, it's the Appleman 1, Cardinals 0.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Carpal tunnel syndrome affects 13 million Americans and left untreated can cause long-term debilitation. WVU Medicine Jefferson Medical Center recently became the first hospital in the region to offer carpal tunnel release with ultrasound guidance using the new Sonex Health SX1 microknife. CTR surgery is an outpatient procedure and most patients return to normal activities within 3 to 6 days. For more info, contact WVU Medicine Board Certified Orthopedic Surgeon Brad Wright at 304-725-2663.
Welcome back into Cardinal Park. 1-0 Musselman scoring one in the top of the third. Due up for Spring Mills. We're going 8-9, or make that 7-8-9 again as Gilpin clear what his count was. It was 2-2 to Gilpin, and to close out the inning, it was a caught stealing over at first. Going to second was Braden Shives. So the count will clear to Gilpin, and we'll go 7-8-9 in the bottom of the third.
Hey, Myers has been very effective. 24 pitches through 2 innings, and 14 of those have been for strikes. Both of these pitchers have thrown well.
The righty Gilpin starting in left field today. 242 hitter, looking for his 9th hit of the season. 9 walks, but also 16 strikeouts. Here comes the first pitch, a swing and a miss. Jason Myers back out for his third inning of work. 24 pitches thrown by Myers and a strikeout in each inning. Ready with the 0-1 here. It is a breaking ball fouled off behind home plate. Count now quickly 0-2 to Gilpin.
Matt, I just want to quickly get back to what I was going to say there before that last out in the last half inning. But, you know, on that defensive first to third play, when you've got your second baseman cutting in, I don't know if the pitcher Herndon didn't quite pick up what was going on with the signals.
The 0-2 pitch low and away. Good backhanded stab by Baden Hartman to keep it in front. No runners on, no harm if that one gets back to the backstop. Count now 1-2 to Gilpin. Here comes that 1-2 pitch, a breaking ball just a bit inside. Also may have been a little high on its way in. Count even 2-2.
But the thing is, you know, he jumps off the top of the mound and grabs that one going through. If that nicks off the end of his glove and ricochets one way or the other, you may produce a run.
Break-even pitch, a 2-2 swing and a miss by Drew Gilpin. He is retired on strikes, so now at least one strikeout in each of the first 3 innings for Jason Myers. 1 down, Mason Everhart will step into the batter's box.
Both of these pitchers, pretty good strikeout numbers, an average of a strikeout an inning for each. And they have shown that here in this one.
Everhart just 1 for 8 on the season, but we saw his lone hit last night. One of the 2 for Spring Mills. Swings through this one, strike 1. 1 for 8 is a 125 average. No walks and 4 strikeouts. Myers quickly delivers that 0-1 pitch. Another fastball, and Everhart missing on this one as well.
And another one of those young guys in the lineup, a sophomore, kind of learning on the job, if you will.
Here comes the 0-2 fastball outside, ball 1.
He's done a nice job behind the plate from what we have seen so far in our coverage of Spring Mills.
Stands towards the back of the box and shades towards the plate left to right. Here comes that 1-2, a swing and a miss. And the first 2 down on strikes to start the inning for Jason Myers, 2 down.
And again, keeping that pitch count down low. Both of these guys could go deep into this one the way it's playing right now.
Bottom of the order is second baseman Memphis Elliott will stand in, 6 for 34. That's a 176 average on the season so far for Elliott. As he stands in middle of the box, that front foot shaded a little bit down the third base line as he takes a fastball right down the middle, and he was taken all the way, barely took that bat off the shoulder. Strike 1. Myers quickly out of the lineup. Here's that 0-1. It's a ground ball to the left side. Over to Trenton Wolf at short. He fires over to first and gets Memphis Elliott by a step. A 1-2-3 inning, 2 strikeouts for Jason Myers. We go to the top of the 4th. When we come back, it's Musselman 1, Spring Mills 0.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Tripp's Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit TrippsFloorSanding.com.
Temperature dropping a little bit at Cardinal Park as the sun ducking behind some clouds behind us. Musselman, a 1-0 lead over Spring Mills. That 1 run, the top of inning number 3, their last at-bat. It was an RBI sacrifice fly for Jason Myers. That scored Sam Simpson as he tagged up from third. Chase Herndon back on the mound, and Matt, what do we look like through 3?
Well, not a lot of offense. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left, and both in scoring position for Musselman. Spring Mills, no runs, no hits with no errors, and they have left 1, and that base runner was, actually they've left none because of the caught stealing. That's right, so no runners left on base at this point for Spring Mills.
You know, Reimenschneider going over and talking to both dugouts. I'm looking in the outfield to make sure I can't notice any defensive changes, but just wanting to make sure the batter hasn't changed. Due up is Jacob Miller, and there's number 1 standing in the right-hand batter's box. Maybe just a quick chat about something. We'll keep an eye on it.
One thing we can tell you, let's talk a little college baseball, Matt. The PSAC tournament got underway today, and the Shepherd University Rams knocked out of the tournament in the single elimination round. They fell at Millersville this afternoon, 11-4 the final. Puts their mark at 22 wins, 14 losses, 1 tie, and likely wraps up their season.
First pitch to Miller. Breaking ball missed high and outside. Ball 1.
They had climbed up into the regional rankings, but with that loss in the opening round of the PSAC tournament, probably not going to end up making it into the regional.
Miller, a hearty cut, but swung through that one. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike. As Herndon working out of the windup with nobody on. Pretty much center of that rubber. Here comes the 1-1. Again, going with the fastball. That one a bit below the knees, but got Jacob Miller to chase. Saw that a couple times up the ladder. This time goes a little low in this at-bat. Count now 1-2. Again, Herndon working quickly. That may be one of the longer pauses between pitches we have seen. And once again goes low on the breaking ball and doing a good job of hanging on to it as Mason Everhart, as it did hit the dirt. Jacob Miller took a few steps towards first, but a strike 3 swinging. And Miller is retired on strikes for the 2nd time today. 1 down.
That'll be the 6th K now for Herndon, who did not strike out a batter in that third after striking out the side in the first following a leadoff walk, and then struck out the first two in that second inning.
Trevor Bohr now steps in. The lefty takes ball one as that one bounced a few feet in front of the plate. Ball one. And I'm starting to think that Coach Barrett was not giving us accurate information. As, again, just chatting before the game, talking about Herndon trying to make him a contact pitcher, not necessarily a strikeout pitcher, but doing a pretty good job so far with 6 as the 1-0 pitch fouled and chopped down the first base line over towards the dugout. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike.
Are you picking anything up right now in that delivery of Herndon or in his set?
Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball misses high as he's frustrated with that one. A couple of practice throws in between as didn't get the right arm angle there, didn't get that curveball to drop. Count 2-1. Here comes that 2-1 pitch again. Missing upstairs, 3-1. I'm not picking anything up dramatically. What are you looking at?
I've just noticed a couple of times where you can get an idea that there's probably a breaking pitch of some sort coming. As you can watch the pocket of the glove and the way it moves, you can tell he's changing that grip up in there.
3-1 pitch, and Bohr chases that one. That bat almost horizontal up and down. That one about eye high to him. Count full 3 balls, 2 strikes, and that has been an issue for Musselman today, chasing pitches out of the zone, especially those fastballs. Here comes the payoff pitch from the 3-2. Again, a high fastball, and Bohr goes after it again. Second strikeout of the inning, now 7 on the game for Chase Herndon.
Well, and just as hitting is contagious, sometimes not hitting is contagious. And for this Musselman team trying to snap a 5-game slide, maybe some of it is just, trying to do a little too much.
Breaking ball inside, ball 1 to Baden Hartman. Hartman a strikeout looking in the second. Herndon looks in. Here's that 1-0 out of the windup. Lifted high, out of play down the first base line. Gotham takes a few steps over, but now we'll jog back to his position at first. 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 6 hitter in the order. Infield playing back at the corners. Hugging that line is Renner. Here comes the 1-1. And it definitely had Hartman fooled there, rolling those hands over. He was not expecting that pitch coming in.
Yeah, very good off-speed pitch. Really took a lot off of it compared to the fastball.
2 strikes to the batter, Hartman. Count is 1-2, 2 down. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. This one lifted to the right side of the infield. Moving back on it is Gotham into foul territory down the right field line, and he will make the catch. 3 red jerseys over there, but the left-hand glove of Carson Gotham retires the batter, the third out of the inning. They go 1-2-3, does Musselman. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th when we come back. It is the Appleman 1, Cardinals 0.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
To the bottom of the 4th we go, due up for Spring Mills. Back to the top of the order. It is 1-2-3. That's Compton, Gotham, Gilpin. Jason Myers back out for his 4th inning of work. Pretty darn efficient so far through 3. 4 strikeouts for him, just 1 hit batter, no runs and no hits. He is not quite going 1-2-3. There was a bit of that blemish in there with the hit by pitch. Ended up going 1 through 3 the odd way in that 2nd inning, as the 4th batter of the inning, Drew Gilpin, got moved to the 3rd with that 3rd out the caught stealing for Braden Shives.
Matt, by the way, they have gone to the bottom of the fourth inning over at P.O. Faulkner Park. Martinsburg now in front of Berkeley Springs by an 11-0 score, looking to win that one via the mercy rule.
Compton steps in, a check swing foul ball down the first base line. That's the second one of those we've seen tonight.
The old excuse me strike. Makes you wonder what would have happened if he'd have gone ahead and swung right through, right?
Yeah, that one a little bit of pop on the check swing. Here comes that 0-1. That fastball chopped right in front of Matt Miller. No brick wall there. Matt has a shot at that play. Count now 0-2 to Compton.
Or a shot of having a ball hit me somewhere.
Well, that's a negative way of looking at it. I'm trying to give you credit for having an opportunity to make the play. Here comes that 0-2 fastball, low and away, ball one.
I didn't even put my hand up. I'd have been in trouble.
Myers out of the windup. Here comes that 1-2 pitch to Compton. Breaking ball, strike three called on the inside corner.
Yeah, again, very good movement. We have seen that on several pitches from the youngster Myers. Man, hard to believe he's just a freshman watching the way he's throwing it out there today.
Just means there's 3 more years after this to watch this young man develop.
Yeah, to continue to get better.
Carson Gotham steps in, the first baseman. The left-hand batter takes a fastball outside edge of the plate. Strike one. Grounded out to the shortstop, Trenton Wolf. His first at-bat. Here comes that 0, and this one off the end of the bat, but looks like it's going to get up the middle, and it will just pass the outstretched glove of Sam Simpson into center field for the first hit of the day for Spring Mills.
A nice piece of hitting. Just make good contact, send it right back where it came from. Once it got by Myers, you wondered if Simpson would have a chance on the backhand to at least keep it on the infield. But even if he does, to stop his momentum, turn, and make that long 90-foot throw, I'm not sure he'd have gotten him.
Took Spring Mills to the third inning to get their first hit last night. Tonight, took them till the fourth inning. So definitely having some issues getting games started at the plate. Tyler Gilpin steps in. First pitch low and away, a diving effort by Baden Hartman. He keeps it in front of it, and that keeps the runner Gotham at first.
Yeah, that one got down low, kind of bounced away from him, but he was able to keep it close enough.
Myers will now work out of the stretch with that runner at first base. Here comes that 1-0, and Gilpin able to hold up. The entire shoulders came around in the front of the jersey, facing the pitching mound, but was able to keep that bat back. Count 2-0 to the senior center fielder. Myers toes that pitching rubber, looks over at first base. Not an overly big lead for Gotham at first. The 2-0 pitch, a chopper to the third baseman. Up with it is Wilson, fires over to second, and Sam Simpson has his throw go by the first baseman, trying to turn to Kyle Lohr, working to second base. Here comes the throw, not in time, as diving in on the head-first slide is Tyler Gilpin, so he's at second. So that'll be a fielder's choice to second base, and then an error on the throw from Sam Simpson over to Kyle Lohr. That allows Gilpin to be in scoring position with 2 down in the inning.
In all honesty, it would have probably been best for Sam Simpson to make that pivot and then not even make that throw, as you could watch Gilpin getting down the line. Very little chance that they were turning that 5-4-3 double play.
Brings up Chase Renner. First pitch to him, a fastball low and away. Hartman keeps it in front, ball one.
Good news is you did get the outs at second base, so you took out that lead runner, but now a run is in scoring position with 2 away.
Quick check back at second for Myers. Now looking towards the plate. The delivery and a swing and a miss for Chase Renner. That count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. And now our catcher Musselman's catcher Baden Hartman will jog out and have a quick conversation with his right-hand hurler. And Chase Renner going to jog down the third base line and have a quick chat with Coach Barrett.
Yeah, not sure if they're changing up a sign or something with that runner at second base.
Runner at second is Tyler Gilpin. 1-1 is the count to Chase Renner, 2 down in the bottom of inning number 4. Here's that 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball. This one sent into center field, and it'll drop right in front of Blake Hartman. Rounding third is Tyler Gilpin. Here's the throw to the plate on the bounce, and Gilpin in with the head first slide. Moving to second, standing up is Chase Renner, and he has an RBI single to tie this one up at 1 in the bottom of the 4th.
You could see Blake Hartman coming in on it from our angle, and he knew he wasn't going to get there to make the play in the air, so he timed it up perfectly that he could play it on that bounce and made a pretty good throw to the plate. But, Matt, when he hit that grass, the last hop, instead of kind of skipping to the catcher, it really popped up into the air, and that little extra amount of time allowed Gilpin the opportunity to dive in.
Chase Herndon steps in, looking to help his own cause. First pitch off the end of the bat, that bouncing to shortstop. Took a wicked hop. Good play by Trenton Wolf. Fires across the diamond to Kyle Lohr, and that will retire the side. Hit that lip we were talking about earlier, but Wolf making a good adjustment on that play. We'll go to the top of the fifth. When we come back, it's a tie game. Don't go anywhere. It is Musselman 1, Spring Mills 1.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Top of inning number 5 from Cardinal Park, 1 apiece, as Spring Mills tied the game up with 2 outs. It was a RBI single for Chase Renner, scoring Tyler Gilpin. And Gilpin at second base due to a throwing error on an attempt double play. So a free base allowing that run to score. Back out for his 5th inning of work is Chase Herndon for Musselman in the top of inning number 5. 7, 8, 9 due up. That's Wilson, Simpson, and Wolf. Looking to spark the bottom of this order. So far, not doing a bad job. Liam Wilson, a fly-out victim, his first at-bat, but below him, a double for Sam Simpson would come around to score the only run of the game for Musselman, and a walk and stolen base for Trenton Wolf. So pretty productive so far, looking to keep those bats and discipline alive in the bottom of this order for the Applemen.
Yeah, a lot of strikeouts so far in this game, but each team has been able to come up with a clutch hit when they have needed it to produce this tie game.
First pitch out of the windup, a swing and a miss, and Wilson behind in the count 0-1.
7 Ks, as you mentioned, for Herndon, 5 more for Myers, 12 strikeouts between the two teams.
Here comes that 0-1, fastball, and Wilson behind that one, swinging through at 0-2. That ball, we had almost heard the pop by the time that bat came around. That pop from the catcher's mitt. And now we can officially start now. Trip Tobin's here. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes out of the windup to Herndon. A called strike 3 at the plate. Wilson never took the bat off his shoulder. Another strikeout. That would be number 8 on the day for Chase Herndon.
And a good pitch on that inside corner, and Wilson frozen, I think, realized, if he gets around on it, not much he could do. Right in on his hands. Was hoping it was inside, but it was not.
Second straight inning that has started with a strikeout for Musselman. Sam Simpson now steps in. Has delivered the only hit on the day for the Applemen, and it was that double in the 3rd. He takes ball 1 high.
That was that ball that was well hit, but one in which both Drew Gilpin in left and Tyler Gilpin in center got there, but no one called the other off.
The 1-0 lifted to the right into looks like foul territory, moving to the right. A couple players sliding, and that one going to drop foul, and hopefully everybody gets up okay. Chase Henson running in from right field. Moving from second was Memphis Elliott, and Carson Gotham working backwards. 2 of the 3, if not all 3, eventually collided, and that ball drops. A tough play to make. And Sam Simpson lives to see another pitch, count 1-1.
Yeah, Henson went sliding after that one, and as he did, ended up taking the feet out from underneath of Memphis Elliott, who tumbled over. Thankfully, everyone is A-OK, getting back into position, and we'll do it all over again with the count 1-1.
Nicely done by our field umpire, Dave Boyd, making sure everybody good as they're working back towards their positions. Count 1-1 to Simpson. Here comes that third pitch of the at-bat. That one upstairs. Simpson able to get a piece of it, but fouls into the netting to our right. Strike two.
And again, continuing to go after that high pitch. That is up out of the zone.
Yeah, that's been the MO for Musselman all night.
You want to be aggressive at the plate, but you want to make sure you're swinging at strikes.
Shaking off a couple times is Herndon to his catcher. Now a breaking ball, and he's going to wish he would have nodded to one of the first two pitches instead of shaking it off as that one comes in and gets Sam Simpson on the ribs.
Yeah, that one hurt. You could hear it from here, that thud. He's shaking it off, saying he's okay.
Yeah, didn't get fully turned around and take it in the back. Took that one right in the side of the rib cage.
It's Coach Klepner down there in the first base box. He's
the old man.
Yeah, he's going, hey, look, kid, when I was your age, now that he's turned 50
Can you remember what that age is? As he's now the 50-year-old?
Yep. Happy birthday, Coach.
Out of the stretch now is Chase Herndon. The batter is Trenton Wolf. He squares around a bunt, pushes it right back to the pitcher. The only play is going to be at first base, and the fielder's choice will go. 1-3 is that ball and the momentum carrying Chase Herndon off the mound. Sam Simpson will move to second on the fielder's choice, 2 down.
Well, very interesting decision to go ahead and lay down the bunt and get that runner into scoring position, but now 2 outs in this situation.
Back to the top of the order, Kyle Lohr looking for RBI number 15 on the year. The lefty awaits that first pitch. It's a breaking ball in for strike one. Simpson with some speed at second base. Saw him a few years ago used in that pinch runner role throughout the summer as well with the Hornby Hornets. Here comes that 0-1 pitch. This one, again, a bit of an off-speed. That one cued off the end of the bat and dancing with the chalk all the way down. And Chase Renner doing a good job as soon as it went foul, he made sure he touched it because that one, the way it was bouncing, could have easily bounced back into fair territory. And Kyle Lohr was already halfway down the line, if not more.
It did bounce back into fair territory off the glove and I believe even the arm of Chase Renner. That had some wicked spin on it. But he touched it in foul territory, so a foul ball.
Not squaring around a bunt. Here's that one, misses high and outside. Count is 1-2. So Wisely not squaring around a bunt. Fourth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Chase Herndon looks back to second. Here comes that 1-2. That one again off the end of the bat, lifted to Compton over at shortstop. He comes in on the infield grass and makes the play to retire the side. A runner stranded in scoring position is Sam Simpson at second. 1 strikeout in the inning for Chase Herndon. We go to the bottom of inning number 5 when we come back. Still tied at 1.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
1-1 as we go to the bottom of inning number 5 for Cardinal Park. It was a run in the top of the 3rd for Musselman, and then tying it up in the bottom of the 4th. Or the Cardinals of Spring Mills due up here in the bottom of inning number 5. It is the 8 hitters. That's Shives, Gilpin, and Everhart. Matt, do we have any update between Berkeley Springs and Martinsburg?
My phone won't refresh, so I'm still seeing 11-0 in that bottom of the 4th inning, and now it refreshes, and it has gone final as Martinsburg gets the win in that one, 11-0. So we already have 2 finals. Jefferson wins at Washington 8-3, and Martinsburg at home on hospice night at P.O. Faulkner beats Berkeley Springs 11-0.
DH Braden Shives Slowly makes his way into the right-hand batter's box. Stands pretty much in the middle of the box, front to back and left to right. First pitch from Myers, a fastball in, strike one.
And you should expect that. Myers has really done a nice job getting ahead of hitters. He has thrown a lot of first pitch strikes.
Here comes that 0-1, a swing and a miss. Strike two again, went with that fastball, and Shives couldn't catch up. And Matt, a unique stance on the mound as both knees are bent on the mound for Jason Myers. So not that tall stance we see a lot of times from pitchers. As the 0-2 lifted to the right side into shallow right field, moving over onto the Sam Simpson. Can he make the catch on the run? He doesn't. It bounces into fair territory. On the move to second is Braden Shives, and he is in with a leadoff double.
Yeah, the seeing eye double, if you will, put it in a perfect spot. First baseman could not get out. Right fielder could not get in. Second baseman ranging over, fully extended on the run. I'm not sure if it hit his glove from my angle or not.
I don't think it did. I think it looked like it pretty much dropped straight.
Yeah, he was
right
close,
around the glove,
but could not get to it.
Right in that Bermuda Triangle, if you will, behind first base. Squaring around a bunt is Gilpin. Pops this one up down the first base line, and it will bounce foul. Count 0-1 to the left fielder.
There you go. Bradley Barrett, head coach for Spring Mills, playing for the run here in this 1-1 ball game, batting in the bottom of the fifth inning.
And why not? An opportunity to move a runner to third base with no outs right now and willing to trade 90 feet from taking the lead, 4 and out here. Gilpin steps back in. The corners both playing up wisely. Squaring around a bunt is Gilpin. This will be a bunt back to the pitcher. Only one play to make. It's over to first. And Myers tosses over to Simpson, covering on the bag for out number one. Moving to a third on the bunt is Braden Shives. He's just 90 feet away from run number 2 for Spring Mills.
So the sacrifice bunt goes 1-4 as the second baseman covers with the first baseman charging on that bunt. And Spring Mills has the go-ahead run just 90 feet out.
Mason Everhart looking for his second hit of the season here and his first RBI. This one lifted into left field, working its way foul. And Jacob Miller will run out of real estate before that ball hits the ground. Or should I say run out of time rather than real estate. Hat came off and just not able to make that play in foul territory, but nice speed as he covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
He covered some real estate,
yes,
but just could not quite get there before that one dropped.
Quick sign down the third base line from skipper Bradley Barrett. 0-1 the count to Everhart. Here is that 0-1 pitch as he takes a fastball, strike 2 at the knees. Big opportunity here for the bottom part of the order. Memphis Elliott stands in that on-deck circle. Combined no runs driven in from the 8 and 9 hitter. One of them wants to change that. A sharply hit ball into the fence of the Musselman dugout down the third base line. Let's do that 0-2 again.
Hey, Matt, one other game going on. We now have a report from Petersburg. Hedgesville has an 11-1 lead over the Vikings as Petersburg bats in the bottom of the third.
Here comes that 0-2 pitch. That one, the fastball high. Good chase pitch for Jason Myers, but Mason Everhart staying disciplined at the plate. Count now 1-2. Everhart a strikeout victim, his first at bat. At back in the second inning. Here comes that 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. And Everhart down on strikes, 2 down.
Yeah, another good pitch. Kept it down low. Worked that outside edge to the right-hand batter. Picks up his 6th strikeout, and he needed that one.
And now a crucial spot in the order. Memphis Elliott steps in. Elliott a ground out victim. Back to end the third inning. 176 hitter coming in, and the go-ahead run just 90 feet away as he takes strike 1 on the breaking ball.
Yeah, there's good movement again on that pitch. Starts about middle of the plate, kind of broke down and away from Elliott.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch, ground ball to the third baseman. Wilson up with it, fires across the diamond. Good stretch by Lohr, and a runner will be stranded at third for Spring Mills. We'll go to the 6th inning when we come back, still tied at 1. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Carpal tunnel syndrome affects 13 million Americans and left untreated can cause long-term debilitation. WVU Medicine Jefferson Medical Center recently became the first hospital in the region to offer carpal tunnel release with ultrasound guidance using the new Sonex Health SX1 microknife. CTR surgery is an outpatient procedure and most patients return to normal activities within 3 to 6 days. For more info, contact WVU Medicine Board Certified Orthopedic Surgeon Brad Wright at 304-725-2663.
Top of inning number 6, we are tied at 1, a golden opportunity for Spring Mills in the bottom of the 5th, but could not score. Braden Shives from third base. He got there with just 1 down after the leadoff double, and strikeout and a ground out thrown by Jason Myers. Memphis Elliott grounding out to end the inning. It'll be 2-3-4 due up for Musselman. Back in with your play-by-play, Matt Miller.
Matt Crawford, thank you very much. Let's recognize John Alderton running our TV10 camera. Donald Kenny, our on-site producer, and our engineer at the studio is Colin McLaughlin. Matt, what a difference a day makes, right? By this time yesterday, we were working our way towards the end of what was a 20-1 loss for Spring Mills against Washington. In this one, tied at 1 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Jason Myers in the right-hand batter's box. And the first pitch to him bounces in the dirt in front of the plate for ball 1. Myers, the freshman pitcher, #2 hitter in the order, trying to get something started here that might allow him to toe that pitching rubber again with a lead. He is responsible for driving in the lone run for Musselman as he takes a fastball that stays up. 2 balls and no strikes.
We would have right around 75 pitches now thrown for Herndon.
46 have gone for strikes. Pretty efficient.
8 strikeouts as well.
High fastball fouled back. When hitting the netting, I think it actually got out. 2 balls and a strike now. Myers, a strikeout victim in the first, had that sac fly to center in the third. The 2-1 dude. And here it comes from Herndon and on the inside corner. Nice pitch at the knees for strike 2.
A good battle back for Herndon. Fell behind quickly, 2-0. Back-to-back strikes to Jason Myers, and Myers now in protect mode.
The 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Herndon taking his time, getting the sign from Everhart. He's ready. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Pulled the string.
We've seen both pitchers work very well with the fastball all night. We've also seen both pitchers. Myers a little bit more than Herndon, but both doing a pretty good job when they want to change speeds and change location with that off-speed as well.
9 Ks now for Herndon. So much for what Coach Bradley Barrett was telling us before we got on the air.
Yeah, we'll talk to him about that after the game.
Breaking pitch taken by Blake Hartman for ball 1.
Coach, if you're going to give us a scouting report for your own team, at least make sure it's something we can use on the air.
We're having some fun with him. But he was saying, yeah, he was trying to overthrow, trying to strike guys out early on. Maybe he's just settled into who he is and what he can do and getting the strikeouts in a different way. He misses high and outside to Blake Hartman. 2 balls and no strikes. Hartman looking for his first hit. Struck out swinging in the first. Had a fly out to right in the third. Watches this 2-0 pitch down low for ball 3.
Right now, every base runner important, and Blake Hartman 1 pitch away from reaching first base. In a 1-1 game, base runners have not been plentiful today. So anytime you can get somebody on, it has been a big advantage.
Well, there is a 4-pitch base on balls as Hartman watches ball 4 sail high. That will give Musselman a 1-out base runner for Jacob Miller. And this is the part of the order for Josh Hartman you really would like to see something happen. You're talking the 2-hitter. That was Myers with the strikeout. The 3-hitter Hartman draws the walk. Your cleanup hitter Jacob Miller now stands in. This could be the last time they swing the bat in this one, depending on how the rest of the game plays out. Swing and a miss. Miller chasing that first pitch a bit up and away. Everhart came up looking towards the runner over at first. 0-1 to Miller, looking for his first hit. Looking to put it in play for the first time. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings and misses at the breaking pitch for strike 2. Miller came in their leading hitter, 419. And their leading RBI man with 18. A couple of home runs as well. But so far, Chase Herndon has kept him off balance in that right-hand batter's box. 0-2. Miller steps out, now steps back in. Herndon ready. The left-hander looking at the runner at first, delivers to the plate. Swing and a miss, he got him.
And not the day that Jacob Miller wanted at the plate. 3 strikeouts. Again, the way this is going, he may get a 4th. The way the runs have been scoring, this game wouldn't surprise me if it goes to extra innings, but definitely not the way he wanted this to go, as we have our first pinch hitter of the game hitting for Trevor Borze, number 11.
That is Dylan Stevens, who will be the pinch hitter here in the 6th inning. We'll see if he comes in, or stays in, I should say, defensively, or whether Trevor Bohr will re-enter.
You know there's speed at first base right now. Do you try to move Blake Hartman? And at this point of the game, obviously you don't want that third out to come, and right on cue.
And he steals on a breaking pitch. The first pitch to Stevens missing down low for ball 1, and Hartman had a huge jump and easily steals without even the benefit of a throw.
Boy, I love when a plan comes together like that.
That is the way it's supposed to be, right? Hey, you do. You got to put him in motion, get a guy into scoring position. Next pitch down and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Now a base hit or an error could certainly be something that would be able to get you a run. Got to find the correct statistics. I don't have those right now for Musselman. Got to go to the phone to get those. I'm looking at something that I'm not seeing here, as Stevens takes 3 balls and no strikes. Had an issue with the game changer today. Couldn't print out the Musselman stats. Coach Hartman, generous to take a photo and then send it to us.
Stevens, a 194 batter coming into this game.
Awaits that 3-0. It misses down low. Caroms away from the catcher Everhart and goes to the backstop. And that is going to allow Blake Hartman to advance. He'll go to third on the wild pitch. That was ball 4, down and in. That will put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Now a golden opportunity for the younger of the 2 Hartmans. Baden will step in. He's driven in 10 on the season. Older brother Blake standing just 90 feet away, and what will be a crucial run in this ball game.
Matt Jackson, Shockey, another pinch hitter in the on-deck circle, beginning to loosen. Should Baden Hartman reach and keep this inning going? See what Stevens does with his lead over at first. Gotham holds him there. Breaking pitch down and in to Hartman for ball 1. Baden Hartman, a strikeout victim, looking in the 2nd. Popped out in foul territory to the first baseman. That came in the 4th. So he is 0 for 2. The 1-0 pitch on the way. That one sails high. 2 balls and no strikes.
And I'm not sure I'm not sending, especially now that there's some time being taken. I'm not sure I'm not sending Stevens at first base right now. You can't imagine at this point of the game with a runner with the speed of Hartman on third base that they're going to make a throw down to second. We saw some miscommunication the last time there was first and third defense for Spring Mills. So I think if I'm head coach Josh Hartman, I'm putting Dylan Stevens in motion here on the next pitch.
We shall see. A conference on the mound and a conference with the batter and the runner at third, meeting with head coach Josh Hartman down that third baseline. Stevens staying over at first with Coach Klepner. Conferences have concluded, and Baden Hartman will step back in, awaiting a 2-ball, no-strike pitch. Tied at 1. We're in the top half of inning number 6. Game scheduled to go 7. Pitch to the plate, misses high. That is ball 3.
That's now 7 straight that have missed the zone for Chase Herndon.
And that was after collecting his 10th strikeout on just 3 pitches. He is ready to go and puts this one right down the middle. Hartman taking all the way. Now 3-1. Now we'll see if Baden Hartman has that green light if he likes the pitch.
It is a hitter's count at 3-1.
Instead, we'll get a throw over to first and a wide throw. Nice stretch by Carson Gotham, leaning out over the runner to make sure that didn't go down the line.
Yeah, I'm not sure how wide it was, but having to work around the diving effort of Dylan Stevens at first base. It's a good thing he's got long arms over there at first.
Now that 3-1 pitch, and it works outside, and that is ball 4. And, Matt, the bases are loaded, and all 3 of the runners have reached on walks in this half inning. That was after just 2 walks and 1 hit batter through the first 5. Now we will have the pinch hitter, Jackson Shockey, to the plate.
Shockey, a 206 hitter. That's 7 hits and 34 plate appearances. Has also driven in 7 runs.
A chance to bring in a couple and break this tie. The right-hand batter swings and may have gotten just a piece of that one. Either way, Everhart's got it, and the count is 0-1. Thought I heard a tick.
Yeah, just a little out in front. That's the one he wanted to take the cut on. A off-speed pitch that was left right over the heart of the plate.
2 down with the bases loaded. That next delivery just a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Herndon showing his emotion on that front slope of the mound as he knows he just missed with that pitch.
Now, I know Shockey wants to be the hero here and find a gap, and obviously that would be nice. But you got to remember the inconsistencies at the plate this inning for Herndon.
1-1 pitch skied high into the air on the right side of the infield, and the second baseman, Memphis Elliott, battling that one as it comes down, is able to make the catch. He was right at the fringe of the dirt and the outfield grass as he brought that one in, and the side is retired. Wow. Musselman ends up with the bases loaded thanks to 3 walks in the inning, but they will leave those runners stranded, and we will head to the bottom of the 6th inning, still tied at 1.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender. All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Tripp's Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit TrippsFloorSanding.com.
Back again here at Cardinal Park. We're on the campus of Spring Mills High School / middle / elementary school complex, because we're looking out over the right field fence right into the back of Cardinal Stadium, which is the football facility, lacrosse, track, and so forth there. The school is actually over to our right. Directly behind us is the elementary school, and behind us to our left is the middle school.
I'm a things should be in order person, so it drives me nuts at the middle. It goes middle school, elementary school, high school. Every time I drive in here and turn on to Campus Drive, I go, the first building should be the elementary school, the first building should be the elementary school.
That is not the way that it is,
No,
however.
it is not.
All right, we go to the top of the order. Caden Compton would be due, but wearing a number 9 on the back of his jersey. We got a young man stepping in, and that would be Peyton Giardine, I believe.
Is there an I at the end of that? Yeah, no, there is not an I at the end of that.
No, first pitch to him has missed for ball 1. He's batting for Compton, swings and pops this pitch up on the right side of the infield, and the second baseman there, and Sam Simpson camps under it and makes that grab. And so a pinch hitter to start this bottom half of the 6th inning out of that leadoff spot in the order, and it's a pop out to second, 1 down. So there you go. We see Peyton Giardine with the at-bat. Now should be Carson Gotham standing in, number 2 hitter in the order, and it is the left-handed hitter. 1 for 2 in this one, takes down low, and that is ball 1, bounces away from Hartman. Well, Compton was 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. So you bring in Giardine and see if maybe you can get something going. You put it in play, but pops out, and with one out and the base is empty, a swing and a miss by Gotham. Gotham will step back in. He had a single his last time up, reaches out and pops this one foul and back out of play. Count should be at about a ball and 2 strikes if I have read it correctly. Camera bumped just a little bit by the netting. 1 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way, and it's a bouncer on one hop right back to the pitcher off the front slope of the mound. Myers will turn, take a couple of steps, and then throw on to first base. Gotham is retired 1-3. So 2 down, nobody on, and now Tyler Gilpin stands in. We could be going to the 7th in a 1-1 tie.
Gilpin had a big triple last night. Wasn't quite at this point of the game, but
takes the first pitch down low. Again, that one in the dirt, bouncing away from Hartman. 1-0 the count. Gilpin 0 for 2 has bounced out to the second baseman and bounced into a 5-4 fielder's choice. He took second on an error and came home to score on the Renner single. Bouncing ball back up the middle past the pitcher over the second base bag. That one into center field for a hit. So a 2-out base hit gives Spring Mills a runner for Chase Renner. That is the 4th hit for Spring Mills. Musselman just 1 hit so far. They've been hard to come by tonight.
Renner in the 4th inning, driving in the only run for Spring Mills. Drove in Tyler Gilpin. It was an RBI single right up the middle.
Got him into double figures with his 10th run batted in. He is 1 for 2. It popped out to short prior. Here's a throw over to first. Gilpin back in on the dive. By the way, Jackson Shockey did stay in defensively. He has taken over at first base for Kyle Lohr. So we'll see if Lohr went somewhere else in the field. Really hard to tell. Can't see numbers from where we are at. So the first pitch to Renner misses down and in. That is ball 1. Renner in a similar situation. 2 outs with a runner on his last time up when he delivered that hit. Right-hand batter takes. There is a called strike. That one a little above the belt.
And, Matt, we're seeing more and more kids at the high school level opting to go with no batting gloves. You notice that this year?
I really hadn't paid attention, to be honest.
It's just something that I've picked up. It seems like more and more we're seeing no batting gloves.
1-1 pitch hit in the air down the right field line, but this one headed over towards the fencing and out of play. A long run for the right fielder. That looks to be Lohr now out in right field. Yep, that's the 1-4 on the back of that jersey. So Lohr playing out in right now, with Jackson taking over at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Renner. 2 outs with a runner at first. We're tied at 1, bottom half of inning number 6. Here's the pitch, runner on the move. It bounces in and out of the chest protector of Hartman. It'll be a stolen base for Gilpin. He was already off as the pitch was coming to the plate, but no chance to get him.
And boy, does this become a big opportunity now, even bigger for Chase Renner. Tyler Gilpin's speed at second base, and he's going to be off on contact with 2 outs. Doesn't have to wait and see where that ball's going. He will be moving.
Here is the pitch, an inside-out swing, and he sends it foul up that first base line. Count holding 2 balls and 2 strikes. Took that one the other way. Jackson Shockey will go over and pick it up on the warning track near the fencing. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes to the senior, Chase Renner.
Renner only 6 strikeouts on the season so far. Knock on some wood so I don't jinx him. But it's done a pretty good job in that cleanup spot. One of the power hitters in the lineup.
2-2 pitch. Just off that outside corner. It's gone full at 3-2. And waiting in the on-deck circle, Chase Herndon, the opposing pitcher. Tell you, he and Myers have both been very good tonight. Myers looks at the runner at second, comes to the plate. It's a bouncing ball over the head of the pitcher. The shortstop is there. Wolf has it and makes that throw to first. He was actually on the right field side of the second base bag as he pulled that one in and then stepped into the throw. Nice defense up the middle. The out goes 6-3 despite the 2-out single from Tyler Gilpin. Spring Mills will leave a base runner stranded at second. We will go to the 7th and final inning of regulation, and we're still tied at 1.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Well, at the end of this one, we will be joining in progress Washington Nationals baseball. The Nationals at home entertaining the Phillies, and it is Philadelphia with a 1-0 lead. They are batting in the half of the 5th inning. Again, we'll get you to that one in progress when we are done here. The Phillies knocked off our Nationals last night by a 6-2 final. Tough night for the Nats offensively. Left 10 on base and went just 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position.
Never a good thing when any sports team from Philadelphia is having any sort of success. That's just bad for the world. Think there's any correlation between that and the pipeline that got shut down? I don't think it's a coincidence.
I'll let you
Philly
handle
sports
that.
teams winning, not good. Bad for the world.
I'll let you run with that conspiracy theory. Sam Simpson, number 8 hitter in the order to get it started in the Musselman top half of this 7th inning, and he takes high and outside, ball 1. He has been on base both times in the bottom of the order, had a double and scored the only run in the 3rd, and he swings and lines this one to the 3rd baseman. Chase Renner fields for out number 1. Not super sharply hit, but hit right at Renner, who barely had to take a step to his left as he pulled that one in. So 1 down for Trenton Wolf. Right-hand batter has reached on a walk and has been retired on a bunt that helped to advance a runner. With 1 out back in that 5th inning, he takes down an in. That is ball 1. Matt, here's your storyline through this first 6 innings. Ready, Musselman, a run on a hit with an error, 6 left and 5 in scoring position as this pitch works outside. 2-0 to Wolf. Spring Mills a run on 4 hits. No errors. They've stranded 3 and left all 3 of theirs in scoring position.
The big thing right now is which pitcher is going to break first.
Swing and a foul back on the 2-0 pitch. Wolf getting a little piece of that one, and it's 2-1.
The one thing that definitely advantage pitch count-wise goes to Jason Myers, just 75 through 6, already 97 pitches, and I would have that now above 100 this inning as it was 97 coming in for Chase Herndon, so he may run out of time just in pitches before he has to be relieved by somebody from the bullpen.
That foul ball apparently got a little bit of the catcher, Mason Everhart. I couldn't see from our angle, but they give him a little extra time. Nice job, Neil Ryman-Schneider, kind of cleaning off the dish. Now we're ready with that 2-ball, 1-strike pitch. It sails high, 3-1. Herndon got out of a jam in that 6th inning when he walked the bases loaded.
You got to think a little bit of fatigue starting to set in. He's still pitching well, but you got to think there's a little fatigue starting to set in over 100 pitches.
3-1 pitch gets fouled out of play first base side. You could tell he took something off of that one, made sure that he found the plate. Now he takes his time, steps down the back slope of the mound, adjusts the cap, and now gets set ready from the windup. 3-2 delivery. Here it comes, fouled out of play again. First base side. Nope, that one actually catching the top of the netting. It stayed in play. The high netting here with the brick lower backstop. Beautiful complex. Still looking for that press box as we sit in behind the backstop. Now that fastball on the 3-2 stays high. That is ball 4. Trenton Wolf with good speed on at first with 1 out as we go back to the top of the order and Kyle Lohr.
And where have we seen this before? Last inning. Got the first out to the first batter. Leadoff batter did not get on. Blake Hartman was the second batter. He drew a walk. So this inning starting out very similar, other than how the first out was recorded, to the way the sixth inning looked.
Runner is on the move with a pitch to the plate. It's a breaking ball down low and no chance for Mason Everhart. He blocks that pitch at the plate but cannot throw, and Trenton Wolf steals to get into scoring position. Again, that'll be a steal as the pitch in the dirt. Everhart never with a chance to try to get the out. 1-0 to Lure. The left-hand batter awaits, swings through a high pitch. That would have been ball two. We've seen it all day.
Yeah, story of the night. Musselman chasing balls out of the strike zone.
Kyle Lure, 0-for-2, drew a walk and stole a base in the first, popped out to the catcher in foul territory in the third, and popped out to the shortstop in the fifth. Batting for a fourth time. Here awaits that 1-1 instead. It's a throw out to second. Glances off the glove of the shortstop, and that went out into center field, but the runner not able to try to advance.
Different point in the game, he may try. I think that was heads-up base running at second base by Trenton Wolf. I'm sure Coach Hartman yelling to hold as well. Different point in the game. You may see if the speedy Wolf can get to third right there, but this point in the game, you don't want to lose a runner in scoring position.
By the way, that's Memphis Elliott now playing short, not Caden Compton. The 1-1 pitch, here it comes. It's a ground ball towards the shortstop. Elliott has it. Will look the runner back and then make that strong throw to first, and it's in time to get him. Nice play. Lure will bounce out. 6-3, 2 down in the inning for Jason Myers, and now a chance to help himself.
What a story that would be if he pitches the game he does. Right now just giving up 1 run, and if he's able to get a hit here, drive in a run, and then try to go for the complete game, that'd be a full day for him.
He awaits the first pitch. Here it comes, and it sails high for ball one. And, Matt, let's add to that. Remember, he had the sacrifice fly in the third, so he could be responsible for driving in both runs.
He has driven in 7 now on the season, came in with 6. Looking for number 8.
He sandwiched that sac fly in between a couple of strikeouts, so officially 0-for-2. Once again, Herndon steps off, this time no throw out to second as he chases Wolf back just with the look. Now the pitch to the plate, hit high in the air into straightaway center field. Tyler Gilpin coasting back on it, now drifting a bit to his left. He's under it and makes the play, and the side is retired. There was a 1-out base on balls, but that base runner is stranded at second. We will go to the bottom of the 7th inning. A chance for the walk-off win for the Spring Mills Cardinals. We head to the bottom of the 7th, tied at 1.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Here we go, bottom half of inning 7, and it is Chase Herndon with a chance to get it started. From what we have, Matt, he would be done on the mound after working through that top half of the 7th inning, now at 111 pitches, and a swing and a miss at the first offering from Jason Myers for strike 1.
And boy, did that head come out. Boy, almost got whiplash at the plate.
And we are looking at the high school pitch count rules that came in the 2017 season. A 1 pitch on the way, high and outside. 1-1 strike to Herndon, by the way, 0-for-2. A strikeout looking in the second, and he bounced out to short in the 4th inning. And we have 110 as the max that a pitcher can throw in a given day or game. Pitch to the plate, a fastball that sails high, 2-1, and then would need 3 days rest after throwing anywhere from 76 to 110 pitches. 2-ball, 1-strike delivery, working down low and outside, and it's now 3-1. No walks so far for Myers, just one hit by pitch. That came back in the second inning. And that was Shives who got caught stealing. Swing and a miss here, and it's now 3-2. Count goes full. Good pitch by Myers to battle back. The freshman now ready. The 3-ball, 2-strike pitch. Here it comes. Popped foul and out of play off the third base side.
And that's all you can do with that pitch right there. That one on the outside part of the plate. At this point of the game, you don't want to watch strike 3 go by. Did a good job just fouling it off. Live to see another one.
Shives in the on-deck circle taking his cuts as he gets ready to bat next. Herndon choking up on the bat slightly, swings, and again fouls a 3-2 pitch back out of play. Nice at bat. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Shives standing in the on-deck circle had the excuse-me double into the Bermuda Triangle earlier in the game. But, hey, in games like this, sometimes it's those hits that become the biggest.
Here's a pitch to the plate, down in the dirt, a swing and a miss. Scooping that one up is Baden Hartman. He'll make that throw on to first and in time to get the out. It's officially recorded 2-3. Does go down as the strikeout, and that is the 7th K in the ball game for Jason Myers. Matt, both of these teams trying to snap a losing streak. Spring Mills has dropped 3 straight, Musselman 5 in a row.
Well, one of those is going to end.
For the one that doesn't get the win, this one's going to hurt. 1-ball, 1-strike pitch. Excuse me, the first pitch.
I was going to say, did I miss something?
No, my brain went somewhere, and I don't know where. Braden Shives standing in, takes that first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Now swings through a high fastball, and we've caught up. It's 0-2.
Did get confirmation. Our numbers are still correct. 110 is the max. You can finish the batter if you're at 110. But that means we have seen the end of the day for Chase Herndon on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and Shives down on 3 strikes. First time he's been retired in this one, was hit by a pitch back in the second. Had that double down the right field line in the 5th. But here goes down on strikes. 8 Ks now for Myers, and it brings up Drew Gilpin. 2 outs, base is empty. We could have some free baseball on this very nice Wednesday night. Let's see what happens. A swing and a miss for strike 1. It's going to take a little 2-out rally. Got a pinch hitter waiting in the on-deck circle right now for Spring Mills. Should Gilpin reach? Here comes the pitch. Taken on the outside edge. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Standing over in the on-deck circle is T.J. Josenhans. Foul ball headed over towards that first base dugout. It's off the bat of Gilpin as he makes contact on that 0-2 pitch. Holds 0-2. Josenhans pitching yesterday after bunting one into his nose during BP. This breaking pitch up and in. Gilpin takes ball 1.
Buckled the knees of Gilpin a little bit, didn't it?
It did. A lot of movement on that pitch. Myers has had some pretty good movement today, no doubt about it. 1-ball, 2-strike delivery. Here it comes. Fastball swing and a miss. He got him. Gilpin down on strikes, and how do you like that? A great inning for Jason Myers as he strikes out the side, lifting him to 9 strikeouts in this one. Well, we do get some free baseball. We are heading to inning number 8 after this timeout. Your score through 7 remains Musselman 1, Spring Mills 1.
WVU Medicine introduces a new minimally invasive hysterectomy surgery to our area. V-Notes is an advanced gynecologic technique that provides many benefits to patients, such as shorter hospital stays, less post-operative pain, faster recoveries, and no visible scars. Dr. Aaron Miller and Dr. Lori Tucker with WVU Medicine OBGYN in Martinsburg are the only OBGYNs in the Baltimore, Washington metropolitan area currently offering this cutting-edge procedure. WVU Medicine, the future of surgery is here.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Now, the new pitcher for the Spring Mills Cardinals will be Tyler Gilpin, who had been in center field, efforting to see who the
looks like an 8 in center field.
So it's just a straight swap in this situation as Chase Herndon will take over out in center. Herndon with an outstanding effort. Matt, it's one of those games where you go, wow, how do you pitch like that and not get the win?
7 innings pitched, 1 run on just 1 hit. So through a 1-hitter through 7 innings, 10 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 1 hit batter. That's a heck of a stat line to get a no decision.
And that's it. Right now, he will exit from the mound. A no decision in this one. It is now in the hands of Tyler Gilpin. Meanwhile, for Jason Myers, we have him at 91 pitches. So he would have roughly 20 pitches that he could go, or maybe a few more than 19 or 20, because you are allowed to finish pitching to the batter that you are facing when you reach that pitch count limit, which, as we talked about earlier, is 110. So we'll see what happens in the bottom half of the 8th inning once we get there. Hey, we got to get through the top of the 8th first with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due for Musselman.
Heart of the order, Blake Harbin, Jacob Miller, and what we had is Trevor Bohr. We'll see if I'm trying to look back at the defensive substitutions. I didn't see Dylan Stevens stay in, so I would imagine Bohr will re-enter as the starter. We shall see.
Blake Hartman looking for his first hit, has struck out, flied out to right, and drawn a base on balls. Again, Musselman has had their opportunities. They have stranded 7 base runners now and left 6 in scoring position. The entire infield meets with the new pitcher Tyler Gilpin and catcher Mason Everhart. Final quick word from Everhart to Gilpin, and now we're ready to go as Hartman steps into the right-hand batter's box.
For Tyler Gilpin, he's pitched 7 innings on the season, a 2.0 ERA. This will be his 6th appearance of this 2021 season.
First pitch, a fastball on the inside corner. That is strike 1.
In those 7 innings on the mound, 15 strikeouts, 9 walks. Has given up 4 runs, just 2 of those being earned.
0-1 delivery, and the right-hander with a breaking pitch that misses high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One thing you can already see is a change in that rhythm.
Yes, definitely slows down a lot more than what we saw from Chase Herndon.
Yeah, Herndon wanted that baseball back and was ready to go immediately. Gilpin stands tall on that mound, looks in, gets the sign, and now is ready. And the 1-1 popped foul straight back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This has been a fun one. 1-1 the score. Musselman got their run in the 3rd. Spring Mills answered with a run in the 4th. And it has been goose eggs everywhere else.
I think start to finish. This one's not finished yet. Probably the best fundamental and pitched baseball game we've seen all year.
Here comes that 1-2 delivery, and the fastball down low and outside 2-2.
Not taking anything away from what Herndon did with that fastball, but looks like a little more zip on that fastball from Tyler Gilpin as well. So changing up that rhythm, changing up speeds a little bit.
See how Musselman adjusts. The 2 ball, 2 strike pitch, off speed grounded towards the shortstop. He circles around it, has it, and that throw to first, and in time to get him. Nice defensive play. And once again, that is Memphis Elliott at short.
And I thought there was no chance he was going to make that play. Elliott let that one get between his legs, had to go back to get that one, was not able to get that ground ball out in front of him. Was able to knock it down, keep it in the pocket of the glove, and then a nice strong throw on what looked like it was going to be a very tough play to make for Elliott.
1 down for Jacob Miller. Breaking pitch to him, called strike 1. Looking ahead to the bottom half of the 8th inning, it will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters that will be coming up for Spring Mills. Jacob Miller trying to put the ball in play for the first time in this one. Swings through that fastball. He was late. It's 0-2.
At this point in the game, you may see pinch hitters in a lot of lineups, but you don't want to pinch hit for a guy that came in hitting .419 with 2 home runs. You know there's a spark in that bat, but so far just has not been his night at the plate, trying to avoid the golden sombrero.
He can't do it. The 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss again, did not catch up with that fastball, and the tough night continues for Jacob Miller. 0 for 4 and 4 strikeouts. So 2 down, nobody on, and it will bring to the plate, let's see, Dylan Stevens. Wanted to make sure it was Stevens again who came in and drew a walk in that 6th inning, replacing Trevor Bohr. Pitch down low, that's ball 1. So Stevens reaching in his only at bat, but officially 0 for 0. Takes this one high, 2 balls, no strikes. So technically, it's a plate appearance, but not an at bat. Love all the nuances in the statistics of baseball.
It is endless.
Here's the next pitch. That one down low. Gilpin struggling to find the strike zone. After striking out Miller on 3 pitches, he falls behind Stevens. 3 balls, no strikes. I'm sure Stevens will be taking all the way. Here comes that 3-0, and that fastball's high. That's ball 4. So a 2-out base runner for Musselman, with Baden Hartman coming up. See how head coach Josh Hartman handles this one. Will he look to put Stevens in motion? Try to work him into scoring position on a steal, or maybe even a hit and run with Hartman. Sophomore stands in, and the right-hand batter takes down low and in, ball 1. Runner staying at first.
Well, that's a pitch. Again, you don't know what each pitch is going to do when you put the signal over at first, but if you were going to go, that would have been a good pitch to go on, low and inside. Would have been a tough throw for Everhart.
Hartman is 0 for 2. Takes a fastball. Runner is on the move, and the throw down not even close.
Boy, and that's the one you don't want to steal on. You see the speed from Dylan Stevens getting from first to second. That was a fastball right down the middle.
1 ball, 1 strike. The count now to Hartman, batting with 2 outs, and the go-ahead run now in scoring position after the Stevens steal. Here comes that 1-1, an off-speed pitch, and that one bounced. I thought it hit him in the batter's box, so let's wait and see. And yes, our plate umpire did not see it. Neil Reimenschneider, pointing to Dave Boyd, and our base umpire clearly had the view. That's a foul ball.
Well, you got to call that one foul, even if he's unsure, just because everybody had kind of stopped where they were.
So a ball and 2 strikes now to Hartman. Gilpin trying to get out of the inning and get his offense up with a chance for the walk-off win. Taking his time, looking in at Everhart. What a job by Memphis Elliott in the stretch by Carson Gotham, and the side is retired.
Well, the old adage is the tie goes to the runner. Certainly didn't seem like it right there. That was the epitome of a bang-bang play at first base. The major league level, that's probably getting replayed over there.
Well, let's see what happens. A second go-around for the Spring Mills Cardinals with a chance for the walk-off win. Didn't get it done in the bottom of the 7th. Will they do it in the bottom of the 8th? We'll find out after this 60-second break. We're still tied at 1.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back into Cardinal Park along with Matt Crawford. I'm Matt Miller, John Alderton on our TV10 camera, Donald Kinney, our on-site producer, Colin McLaughlin, our engineer from back at the studio. Going to the bottom of the 8th inning, our first extra inning with the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due. And it looks like we'll get Josenhans to come in as the pinch hitter. We saw him in the on-deck circle in the last half inning. TJ Josenhans. So pinch hitting here in the 8th. He will make his way to the box.
Yeah, Everhart 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So at this point in the game, you're just looking for somebody that could be a fresh bat.
Oh, boy, the Hedgesville Eagles taking it to Petersburg, top of the 5th inning there, 18-3. Hedgesville with the lead in that one. We'll check in on the Nationals and the Phillies here in a moment as well. A swing and a miss by Josenhans at strike 1.
It's that lovely temperature of the evening where the ink pen doesn't really want to work on the score sheet.
Next delivery, and that one from Myers, just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jason Myers, we had him at 91 pitches, so again, he can get you through about maybe 18 to 20 pitches in this half inning. Falls behind Josenhans as that 1-1 misses high for ball 2.
Josenhans 1 for 3 on the season, so this just his 4th at-bat. It's a .333 average.
Check swing, foul ball that goes through to the backstop.
And he's upset about that one. He should be. He chased one out of the zone just a bit on that check swing. Lets that one go, or is able to hold up that check swing just a little bit more. Ends up being 3-1 instead 2-2.
Now that break-even pitch, a breaking pitch, froze him in the box. That's strike 3 looking.
And he knew it immediately. Again, just through the knob of the bat, added a little bit, and as soon as it hit the catcher's mitt, Neil Reimensteiner hadn't made the signal yet, and he was already walking back to the dugout.
4 straight Ks now for Jason Myers, lifts him to 10. Matt, both of our starting pitchers tonight with 10 Ks. Base is empty with the first pitch to Memphis Elliott. Started at second, now playing short, and out of the number 9 spot in the order. He takes strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And Myers staying consistent as this game has gone on. You look at a guy that came in with a 7.87 ERA. Certainly hasn't looked like it tonight.
Not at all. Missing down low and away with this pitch. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Elliott 0 for 2 with a ground out to short and a ground out to third.
Wouldn't it be amazing if both of these starting pitchers had the stat line they did and both got a no decision?
We're very close to that. As the 1-2 pitch, a high fastball, swing and a miss. 11 Ks now for Myers. 2 down in the inning. The base is empty, and we're back to the top of the order. And Peyton Giardine, who will step in. He is 0 for 1 with a pop out to second after coming in as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning, and he takes a called strike 1. We're working on about 10 pitches now in this inning as this one comes in, taken for a strike. So that would lift you up to, 101. So he may have a chance to actually face a batter or two in the 9th inning if we get there, and we will. That is a called strike 3 taken by Giardine on 3 pitches. He is down on strikes. And how do you like that? Jason Myers has struck out the side for a 2nd straight inning. 6 consecutive strikeouts, lifting him to 12 on the ball game. We'll go to the 9th inning when we come back, still tied at 1.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
They are going to the top of the 6th inning in D.C. It's a 1-0 lead for the Phillies over our Nationals. We'll look to join that game in progress. As we wrap up here, we are going into our second extra inning. Top of the 9th as Musselman comes to the plate. Here's Matt Crawford with your play-by-play.
Thank you, sir. It'll be 7-8-9. Jackson Shockey will get his second at-bat. Came in as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning. Had a good opportunity to, at that point, put Musselman up, and well, looks like now would have won the game. It was a pop out to the second baseman. He stands in. It's Tyler Gilpin back on the mound again for his second inning in relief. Breaking ball in for strike one, and boy, did that have some movement on it.
Absolutely beautiful pitch. Started high, then snapped down into the strike zone. Good movement.
Shockey, that open stance, really going diagonal with the front and back foot across the right-hand batter's box. Here comes that 0-1 fastball low in the dirt. Ball 2, and we understand, getting information from Trip Tobin in the in-between inning break, that Chase Herndon and Jason Myers, the two starting pitchers who have both thrown and are still throwing gems tonight, first cousins. That's a fun one at the family dinner on Sunday. Here comes the 1-1, a swing and a miss on another very sharp breaking ball. Count now 1-2 to Shockey.
Yeah, the family feud tonight here at Cardinal Park. I tell you, both pitched outstanding, and Myers not done yet. We got him at 103 pitches, so he can still come in to at least start the bottom of the 9th.
Out of the stretch for Gilpin. Here comes the 1-2 to Shockey. That fastball low inside. Ball 2.
And good eye by Shockey not to chase after that one. Right now, you're just trying to find a way to get on base. You need a runner to put some pressure on the pitcher and the defense. If you can get that leadoff man on, you got a chance maybe to use the sacrifice, get a guy into scoring position.
Time taken at the plate is Gilpin and Everhart. Some miscommunication on what pitch either one wanted. They now get that sign as Shockey steps back in. Here comes the 2-2, breaking ball low inside, counts full.
Well, he has really liked that pitch. The breaking pitch has been good to him. He's gone to it several times in this at bat. Did not want to use the fastball on the 2-2. May have to now on the 3-2.
Payoff pitch. Here comes that 3-2. Spikes it in front of the plate on the fastball. Ball 4 in the leadoff. Batter is on in the top of the 9th inning for Musselman.
There you go. And I think we're going to get a little speedier runner moving to first base.
Yeah, not taking anything away from Shockey, but doesn't look like, and I can say that because I was pinch ran for an awful lot in my high school days as well.
Well, that's going to be Liam Wilson, who was originally batting in this spot, so it's an re-entry situation here that will put Wilson now as the runner at first, and Sam Simpson stepping in, and you can only imagine what's coming here.
Yeah, I would imagine it's not even going to, as the third baseman, Chase Renner, is in, it's not going to be any secret. I wouldn't imagine, as the hands already choked up a little bit on that bat. As Sam Simpson steps in, it's not going to be a bunt, a swing and a miss, and on the move to second base is Liam Wilson on the stolen base. He's now at second, and a gutsy call on the hit and run, as now you don't even have an out and a runner's on second base.
I'm not even sure if that was a hit and run as much as maybe the batter was protecting that base runner just to try to make sure that it was not a throw down from Everhart, who again never even got to make that throw. So, now you got the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Wilson stands 180 feet away. Now you see the bunt squared. It gets off the chest protector of the catcher Everhart, and Liam Wilson going to move to third on the wild pitch. Sam Simpson is squared around the bunt, pulled back. So the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike, and now a fly ball, a ground ball to the right side of the infield. But I would imagine that at this point in the game, you got to bring the infield in and try to cut down that run. I would think. Again, the corners most likely will be in. We'll see what that middle infield does as we have a mound visit by the pitching coach for Spring Mills, and the entire infield is in. I'm guessing going to go over that defensive alignment.
Matt, while we have a chance, we again go over our high school baseball scores from tonight. It was Jefferson with an 8-3 win at Washington. Cullen Horowitz, a couple of doubles, and another home run. He's got 11 homers through 14 games this season for the Cougars. Martinsburg on hospice night out at P.O. Faulkner Park gets the 11-0 win over Berkeley Springs. And Hedgesville, last check we had at Petersburg, was out in front 18-3, and that is the score moving into the bottom of the 5th inning. So the last chance for Petersburg, in need of a bunch of runs to keep that one going. Otherwise, Hedgesville will win via the Mercy Rule and pick up their 13th win of the season.
Corners will play in. Looks like the middle infield will play somewhat normal depth. Memphis Elliott looks like he's shaded a little more in than usual. And did we have the hidden ball trick?
We had the hidden ball trick as the third baseman Renner had the ball in his glove, but I don't know if time was in yet or not. And now our umpires are going to get together as Neil Reimenschneider behind the plate will go out to meet with Dave Boyd, our base umpire.
The tag was applied, and the runner at third, Liam Wilson, clearly off the bag. So it's just a matter of whether play was in yet. And he is out. The hidden ball trick works. Wow.
Well, and now Josh Hartman, the Musselman coach, going to ask for an explanation as he wants to talk with Neil Reimenschneider, and Dave Boyd, the base coach, going to be there as well. The explanation is being given.
And Josh Hartman not happy at all.
Well, and again, it's a case where you just had that conference on the mound, and then you get this situation where the baseball is in the glove of Renner.
And Hartman's still pleading his case. Not going to overturn it, but definitely pleading his case, and Dave Boyd going through the explanation. And clearly both got together, and we saw the conversation, and it wasn't a quick one. So they wanted to make sure as they conversed back and forth, them being Reimenschneider and Boyd.
And again, time has to be back in by your umpire following all that had just gone on. And so with the conference on the mound concluding, everybody getting back into position, it's a case where you're waiting on that plate umpire to give the signal to the pitcher.
And you may be able to pick it up slightly on our crowd, Mike. I'm guessing you can, but the Musselman faithful to our left, not sure they're a big fan of that call.
No, not at all. I'm not sure that I am either. It's a gutsy play, and I think, if you wait until the pitcher is there on the pitching rubber and you've got the sign, hey, we can play ball, maybe that makes it a little different.
2-2 breaking ball into Sam Simpson as we're back underway. Or make that a 1-1 to Sam Simpson. In for strike 2. Now the base is empty. 1 down in the inning. Here comes that 1-2. And a called strike 3 at the plate. Simpson goes down looking.
A good pitch there. Nice fastball to get that second out of the inning. Second strikeout for Gilpin since coming in. And mark that down as, I guess, a 5 unassisted put out on the hidden ball trick.
Down to the bottom of the order, it is Trenton Wolf who stands in and takes ball 1 as it bounced in the dirt before the plate. And that is the first time I've seen that live.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times you've seen it in your broadcasting or being at baseball games career, but that is the first time I've seen a hidden ball trick live in person. The 1-0 pitch to Wolf, and this one driven into left field. Moving over on it is Gilpin, and that one will bounce and get by him. A good backup in center field by Chase Herndon, and moving back to first, not trying to stretch that in to a double, is Trenton Wolf, and a 2-out single, a long single for the number 9 batter, back to the top of the order for Musselman.
And that is a ball that I don't know if Gilpin at the last moment kind of lost it in the lights or just his eyes bouncing a little bit on the hard charge into his left, but that one went right through, off the glove, and then into him and then caromed away.
And how much does that hurt?
Oh, you'd score the go-ahead run.
So Wolf is at first. He is on the move. Lohr backs out completely. He was taken all the way, and it's a stolen base for Trenton Wolf. He's now 180 feet away as the possible go-ahead run for Musselman. Count 1-0 to the leadoff batter, Lohr. Lohr a walk today. Other than that, 0 for 3. Here's that 1-0. Fastball just misses. Ball 2.
Musselman has been able to steal at will in this game today. They just haven't been able to take advantage when they've gotten those runners in scoring position.
And now a pickoff back at second. We got a rundown with Wolf going over to third, head first dive, and he is thrown out at third base. So we see a pickle, we see a hidden ball trick, and Musselman can't take advantage of 2 separate runners in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Another chance for a walk-off for Spring Mills. We're tied at 1 back in 1 minute.
WVU Medicine introduces a new minimally invasive hysterectomy surgery to our area. V-Notes is an advanced gynecologic technique that provides many benefits to patients, such as shorter hospital stays, less post-operative pain, faster recoveries, and no visible scars. Dr. Aaron Miller and Dr. Lori Tucker with WVU Medicine OBGYN in Martinsburg are the only OBGYNs in the Baltimore, Washington metropolitan area currently offering this cutting-edge procedure. WVU Medicine, the future of surgery is here.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Welcome back into Cardinal Park, and this has been a game where we have seen a lot, including a hidden ball still up for discussion with just about every coach that's willing to have a conversation. It was Coach Klepner who was having a conversation with Ryman, Schneider, and Boyd on his way back over to the dugout. But what an interesting way to begin, or in the middle of the second extra inning, top of the 9th. We're down to the bottom of the 9th inning. And for Spring Mills, it'll be 2-3-4. Carson Gottholm steps in and takes strike 1.
Who's that at the plate?
All right, where am I?
Carson
Gotham. I did it once last night, did it once tonight.
It is the spelling that gets you.
It is. The 0-1 pitch misses high and outside, ball 1. Well, that's bad, too, because I even changed the spelling on my score sheet to Gotham the way it's spelled in Batman, and I still made that mistake. The 1-1 inside, backing out of the way, is Gotham. Getting that habit for 3 years, it's a difficult one to break. The number 2 batter has a single today. Other than that, 0 for 2 as he takes strike 2. That one painting the outer edge of the plate.
Yeah, good-looking pitch. Yeah, you're looking at just 4 hits for Spring Mills, just 2 hits for Musselman.
And a swing and a miss as Gotham chases that one upstairs. 1 down on the strikeout in the bottom of the 9th.
How about 13 Ks now for Myers? And he'll get 1 more batter. That's 5 pitches. That would put him at 108. So the question is, who will come in next for Musselman?
Tyler Gilpin stands in, and Neil Ryman-Schneider.
Yeah, that's a
just
foul
got
ball.
A foul ball, and he is taken to 2 knees as That one looked like it made pretty solid contact, and a trainer over. Both coaches coming out of the dugout. And you hate to see that at any point of the game, but both these umpires in inning 9. And Ryman Schneider, one of the best in the business in the area.
Well, not only inning 9, but really inning 15, because they went 6 in that JV game. Switching places, though. Neil Ryman Schneider was on the bases during the JV game with Dave Boyd behind the plate. They switch it up for the varsity, and the good news is Ryman Schneider says he is A-OK. Well, there you go.
It is Tyler Gilpin. The count is 0-1 to Gilpin. So far in this one, he has reached twice, reached on a throwing error that got him to second base. He would come around to score. The only run for Spring Mills on the day, and a single and a stolen base. It was a single up the middle. His last at-bat in the 6th. Myers ready with that 0-1. That breaking ball missing high. Ball 1. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike. And I'm guessing we are going to have some parents and coaches going back to our stream to look at that hidden ball trick a little bit later on to see if time was back in or not. That 1-1 pitch, a called strike 2 at the plate as Gilpin watched that one all the way. Myers ready with that 1-2. Breaking ball cut was taken and fouled off on the pitch by Gilpin over top of our heads. Let's do that 1-2 again. And, Matt, I believe this should be the last batter we will see for Jason Myers. Out of the windup, Gilpin stands in that right-hand batter's box. Here comes the 1-2, a swing and a miss. And Gilpin goes down on strikes. And what a close to the game for Jason Myers. He has struck out the last 8 batters he has seen. And the strikeout number getting higher as the game has gone on. And both starting pitchers, again, it's amazing that they have had the nights they have had, and neither one getting the win in 7 innings.
No, or neither one even getting the win in the extra innings when you consider that Myers goes 8 2/3. The two cousins doing very well tonight.
Blake Hartman into pitch. Looks like it's going to be a straight swap as Myers goes into the outfield. We'll send it back to the studio, take a 60-second break while Blake Hartman gets in his warm-up pitches. We're in the bottom of the 9th, 2 down, tied at 1.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Tripp's Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit TrippsFloorSanding.com.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Blake Hartman on the mound was the starting center fielder. We know that Jason Myers has gone to the outfield. Not sure if there's any other swaps in the outfield to this point. May just be a straight swap, as it does look like Myers will be playing as center field. And what a day for him. 8 2/3, 1 run on 4 hits, 14 strikeouts, and Matt didn't walk a batter.
No, he hit 1 batter, and let's see, that came back in the 2nd inning, and eventually that runner was caught stealing. An outstanding effort for the young man Myers, just showing tremendous control.
Chase Renner stands in. First pitch to him, a strike just below the letters. Strike 1. Bases are empty. Top of the 9th. Will we see the 10th? A swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Good movement for Blake Hartman. Count 0-2 to Renner. Out of the windup, here comes that 0-2 fastball, low and away, ball 1. And we're through 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. And this game's only 2 hours and 15 minutes in.
It's been very well played. We've seen good defense. Both pitchers, really now all 4 pitchers have been on their game.
The 1-2, runner wanted to chase, took that big step. Watched it low as that one bounced right around the plate. Count even 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Renner with that RBI single in the 4th. The reason Spring Mills has their run on the board.
The 2-2, that one a chopper to the right side. Over on it is Simpson, and it gets through Simpson into right field, a E4, and it allows a 2-out base runner.
Oh, now let's see if Spring Mills can find a way to take advantage. Look like a 16 who is coming in to run at first. So that looks to be, what is it, Dalton Rollison.
Chase Herndon is the due batter. The lefty will step in. And we'll see if Spring Mills elects to put Rollison in motion and try to get him into scoring position. Herndon still in a roundabout way trying to help his cause. Out of the stretch now is Blake Hartman. Rollison going to stay at first as the first pitch to Herndon. Misses high, ball 1. Rollison gets that lead off first base. Here comes the 1-0. He is on the move. That one fouled off at the plate, hitting the backstop just to our right. Strike 1.
There you go. Put the runner in motion. A little hit and run action. Maybe find a gap somewhere. Get one down the line. At least get that runner to third and maybe even score him.
2 down. Runner at first base. Renner looking to get on base for the first time tonight. Here is that 1-1 pitch outside. Ball 2.
Actually, not Renner, but Herndon.
Herndon, my apologies. Rollison again, that lead off first base. Here is the 2-1 pitch to Herndon. Misses outside. 3-1. So Blake Hartman having a tough time getting the 1 out needed to end the 9th inning. Out of the stretch, here comes that 3-1. That one a called strike 2, runner on the move. Rollison in on the head first dive. So a stolen base for Dalton Rollison.
Well, both head coaches have been very aggressive, putting guys in motion, getting guys into scoring position. The issue has been getting those runs in. Can Herndon come up with a clutch 2-out hit here?
Herndon, a 206 batter coming into the game, 7 for 34. He's now 7 for 37. So still probably right around that 200 mark, maybe a shade below. Has driven in 4 on the year. That 5th one would win the ball game for Spring Mills. Here comes that 3-2 pitch, fouled off into the front of the third base dugout belonging to Musselman. Let's do that full count pitch again.
Yeah, that went in on his hands. He was able to fight it off to be able to see another pitch.
Rollison will be on the move with contact of the bat with 2 outs. Here comes that 3-2 pitch, breaking ball. This one a ground ball to the first baseman. Over on it is, I believe that is, I think it was Shockey. Looking to see the
now that was Lohr back there.
Lohr back at first, so Lohr returning to first base, and he will take it to the bag himself for the 3 unassisted. To the 10th we go when we come back, still tied at 1.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078. Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Inning number 10 is what we have approached. 1-1 is the score. It was a run in the top of the third inning for Musselman, and then the bottom of the fourth for Spring Mills. Since then, and everywhere else on the score sheet, goose eggs. Back in with the play-by-play, as it'll be the top of the order for Musselman, Matt Miller.
5 consecutive scoreless innings for both of these teams since Spring Mills scored in that bottom of the fourth. Wow, it's been a fun one. Hey, let's check in on the Nationals down in D.C. They've put 2 on the board in the bottom of the 6th inning and now lead the Phillies 2-1. That game in the top of the 7th inning. If we ever get done here, we will look to join that game in progress.
I was going to say, we're planning on joining that one in progress, but the way this one's going, that's not a guarantee.
No, not at all. Somebody is going to have to score to get this one in the books. Let's see if it's Musselman who can dent that scoreboard first. Kyle Lohr, who was at the plate when the 9th inning ended, will step in as the pitch to the plate is taken for a strike from Tyler Gilpin. If we go back to that 9th inning, we had the hidden ball trick that took out a runner at third, and then the 1-6-5 pickoff that took out a runner between second and third, and that happened with Lohr at the plate, which is why he stands in and takes down low. Ball bouncing through to the backstop, 1 ball, 1 strike. 5th at bat for the leadoff hitter in the Musselman order. He walked in the first, popped out in foul territory to the catcher in the third, popped out to the shortstop in the 5th, and grounded out to short in the 7th. The 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Breaking ball down low and outside. 2-1. Temperature going down very quickly, yes, now that the sun has gone down. Jason Myers, Blake Hartman due next. Gilpin to the plate, fastball right down the middle for a strike. It's 2-2. Each of these teams is going to look back, whoever doesn't get the win, and talk about missed opportunities with runners on base and in scoring position. The 2 ball, 2 strike delivery. Here it comes. Inside out swing on one in on his hands. He fights it off, fouling it out of play third base side.
Yeah, for Musselman, 8 runners left on base. And I would have 7 of those left in scoring position.
4 left on base for Spring Mills, so not a lot, but all 4 have been in scoring position as well. So each team's had some opportunities. Fastball inside. Did that nick him? He spins out of the way.
He's looking like it did.
No indication from our plate umpire. And so the ball did not hit him. It will be ball 3.
And the way he laid there and looked at the umpire, I think waiting for that signal down to first. May have been a little bit of acting, just trying to get on base.
Right.
But Lohr certainly trying to attempt to get on first with that hit-by pitch.
Now the 3-2 delivery. He lines it the other way, and that will be a fair ball. It is a fair ball down into the left field corner. Quickly over the left fielder, and Gilpin, I believe, back out there. Drew Gilpin able to get it in, but not before Lohr goes into second with a double.
Well, that's one way to start the inning. Now Musselman again in the driver's seat. A runner in scoring position, nobody down. Let's see if Myers lays the bunt down and how Coach Harbin is going to handle this offensively.
Again, that pitch was up, but he went out there and got it and drove it the other way, and he made the dive into second, and it was a little shaken up.
Yeah, and a nice piece of opposite field hitting.
Yeah.
Just trying to protect. And late on that one is that one, again, from our angle, we're not elevated at all, so hard to see where that one hit. Yeah. But based on where it finished in that left field corner, couldn't have been fair by more than a few feet, if that. But a good piece of hitting nonetheless. And Musselman once again in the driver's seat offensively.
Just the third hit for Musselman.
Watch where the baseball is if you're Musselman on the base pass.
Standing in is Myers. The breaking pitch to him. Missing for ball one. Close pitch. Jason Myers looking for his first hit. 0 for 3. A strikeout, a sacrifice fly to drive home a run. Another strikeout. Last time up, a fly out to center. He takes this pitch high. 2 balls and no strikes, and no indication of trying to advance that runner.
And that's crazy to me. Even if you show bunt and pull back, I get that. You don't have to bunt by all costs here, but really surprised that one's not being laid down.
The 2-0 pitch down low goes through the legs of the catcher Everhart and to the backstop. Count is 3-0 to Myers, and that'll be a pass ball that will advance the base runner.
And that may be the reason why. You're waiting for something like that to possibly happen.
So the go-ahead run, and now just 90 feet away for a second straight inning.
And now the whole infield is in.
Yep, got to try to cut down the run at the plate if you can. The 3-0 pitch, here it comes. Breaking pitch and a check swing foul that bounces in behind the plate. Now 3-1. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 10th, it's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters that are due for Spring Mills. The 3-1 due to Myers in the right-hand box. He awaits. The runner at third is lead. Pitch down low, and a nice stop by Everhart. That is ball 4, so we'll put runners at the corners. And the way that Coach Hartman and Musselman has been aggressive on the bases tonight, I'm imagining he'll be in motion at some point soon. Because now you got a chance to force that defense. Are they going to even throw down and potentially allow you to steal the go-ahead run?
No, I mean, the infield's playing in. I would imagine they're not even going to move. He goes off to second base, although now moving back is the second baseman. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. But I would imagine there will be no throw towards second base, and they will give second base.
Hartman in the box. Runner is on the move. There is the pitch. It is a fastball taken for a strike, and the runner does take second base. Might call that catcher's indifference, as they really didn't care. Just let him go. And a good job there as Hartman kind of slid the hand up the bat to show bunt, just a bluff move. But now has 2 in scoring position, trying to break open this 1-1 game. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken for a strike. It's 0-2. Blake Hartman 0 for 3, a strikeout, a fly out to right, a walk back in the 6th inning. And last time up, a ground out to short, and that came against Gilpin. Gilpin has now pitched through the lineup once. See how he does second time around. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul.
Just got a piece of it off the end of the bat.
Yeah, good fastball working the outside part of the plate. Hartman able to fight it off. Big situation in this one. A 1-all tie, top half of inning number 10. I love it. 3 extra innings here tonight. It's been a good game. The 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Hit high and deep into right field. That one is way back and will be over the head of the right fielder Henson and up against the fence. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score, and standing at third with a 2 RBI triple, it's Blake Hartman, and Musselman now leads 3-1.
Well, if they go on to win this game, that is going to be one of those senior moments that he is going to remember for a long time. In the 10th inning, driving a 2 RBI triple deep into right field. Off the bat, certainly looked like it may have home run distance to the opposite field, bouncing off the base of the wall, and for Musselman, they finally break the streak of scoreless innings for both teams.
Yeah, he put a charge into that baseball, and now it looks like we will have another pitching change for Spring Mills, and that is Memphis Elliott, who had been at short, who is now going to take over. So as Elliott gets in his warm-up tosses, let's take a 60-second break, and then we will return to Cardinal Park, where we are in the top of the 10th inning, and now Musselman leads Spring Mills 3-1.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Tripp's Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit TrippsFloorSanding.com.
Back again here at Cardinal Park, getting in his final warm-up pitches. Memphis Elliott taking over on the hill. Let's see, Tyler Gilpin looks like he is going to simply go to short, so it will be a straight switch in this situation. Gilpin works 2+ innings, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. The runner at third, though, Blake Hartman, still his responsibility. Nobody out. Jacob Miller standing in. His 5th at bat in this one. He squares, shows bunt, takes a pitch that misses outside. Hartman, a little more than a third of the way down the line, quickly retreats to that bag at third. Renner not really paying much attention to him there.
Trying a little squeeze play here to get another run. Memphis Elliott on the mound. This will be his 6th appearance. 18 in the third so far. We'll get into some more stats here in a minute.
Here's the pitch, and that one working up and away. 2 balls and no strikes.
Man, that should be 1-1.
My apologies.
Yeah, he offered at that bunt on the first pitch.
Yep, I missed that. Marked it on my sheet as a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the count.
A 7.63 ERA for Elliott to this point.
This one down low. Now there's ball 2.
Yep.
2 balls and a strike.
25 hits, 24 runs. 20 of those have been earned. 15 walks and 17 strikeouts.
Sensing a theme when I'm looking at the pitching numbers for Spring Mills with a lot of base on balls. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch, and it's a bouncing ball slowly up the third baseline. Charging on it is Renner. He's going to look to the plate and then look to the runner at third. Never even thought about trying to get the runner at first.
That's tough. You want to get the first out of the inning there. You still have a chance to get Jacob Miller out of the box. It would have been a bang-bang play at first, but I think I'm making that throw. At this point in the game, I don't know. That's a tough judgment call to make down the third base line for Chase Renner, but I think if I'm in that position, I'm making that throw to first base and trying to get a much-needed first out of the inning.
Instead, it's an infield hit, putting runners at the corners, and now bringing up Dylan Stevens. Runner is on the move with a pitch to the plate, goes off the glove of the catcher, through to the backstop, and Hartman with good wheels comes home to score from third. He'll score on that wild pitch and or pass ball. We'll see how that one might be scored. And meanwhile, the runner at first, Miller, goes to second base. 3 runs in this top of the 10th inning, and now a 4-1 lead for Musselman.
And if Miller comes around second aggressively, he may be at third because the attention was at home plate. Nobody's really paying attention to Miller on the base paths.
Elliott ready, and the pitch. This one outside. I would have that as 2 balls and no strikes. 3 runs in the inning, a runner at second, and there's still nobody out. Musselman threatening for more. Stevens has walked each time he's been up since coming in as a pinch hitter in that 6th inning. Takes this fastball that misses high. Now 3-0. Baden Hartman due next. Stevens awaits. Elliott ready. The runner at second with his lead. Here comes that pitch. That one down low and outside. So 3-1.
Okay. Yeah, I had 3-0 as well. We both missed a strike call.
Yeah, and checking the scoreboard, didn't see it either, but it is 3-1. We get the indication now from Neil Ryman Schneider. So that 3-1 pitch, and that is a strike on the outside edge. Let's do it again, 3-2, and that is just as Stevens was throwing the bat away.
Yeah, he wasn't buying that one. That bat had got back to the on-deck circle, and he was a step away from the plate.
So now he will step back in, awaiting a payoff pitch. So here comes that 3-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and he gets it.
And a much-needed first out.
Yes.
Here in the top of the 10th for Spring Mills.
One away with that runner still at second. Here comes Baden Hartman. He is 0 for 3, a strikeout, a pop out in foul territory to the first baseman. Then came a walk. That was in the 6th inning. Last time up in the 8th inning, a ground out to short. Pitch missing outside, goes through to the backstop. May very well be a wild pitch. I know it never got in the dirt, but that was so far wide of Everhart. He lunged out after it. It goes through to the backstop, and that allows Jacob Miller an extra 90 feet to third base. So Hartman will step back in with another run 90 feet away. 4-1. Musselman, they've put 3 on the board in this top of the 10th. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball into left field. That could be trouble. A long run and a nice catch on the run for Gilpin. Stumbling down as he was off balance, making that running grab. And that will easily allow Jacob Miller to come home and score.
And a good play, because when you lunge for that baseball, if he misses it, there's nobody backing him up. He's going to have to get up and chase that baseball. And with the speed of Baden Hartman, you're looking at a double, maybe a triple. Good play made out there in left field.
It'll go down as a sacrifice fly for Hartman. He'll pick up his 11th run batted in on the season. It will score Miller from third. 4 runs in the inning, and it's 5-1 the lead for Musselman. At the plate, a swing and a foul ball for Liam Wilson. That went out of play off the right field side. So Wilson back in, hitting here in this 10th inning. After a couple of opportunities for Jackson Shockey at the plate. We had that re-entry earlier in this extra inning affair. So that gives Wilson a chance to be right back in the box. Count to him now at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, nobody on. Elliott to the plate. That one down low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, it goes through to the backstop. Again, looking ahead to the bottom half of this 10th inning, it's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. What was that Martinsburg 10-inning game earlier in the season? Is that against Washington?
Yeah.
Something like this, 1-1, and then in the top of the 10th, Washington exploded for like 11 runs.
Yeah, it ended up being a 12-1 game, so not quite at this level yet, but...
We get a check swing on that 2-1 as the pitch was up out of the strike zone. And an appeal to our base umpire, Dave Boyd, who said he went around.
I should clarify, this is not at that level yet.
The 2-2 now to Liam Wilson, 0 for 2 in this one. Looking to put it in play, watches it outside, 3-2. He had a fly out to left back in the 2nd, and then got caught looking in the 5th inning. Gave way to Shockey for at-bats in the 6th and the 9th, and now Liam Wilson up there with nobody on and 2 outs. 4 runs already in here in this top of the 10th inning. The 3-2 on the way, down low, ball 4. So a 2-out base runner now for Musselman. A chance for Sam Simpson.
Simpson a double so far in this game. Also was hit by a pitch. 0 for 2 other than that. Strikeout victim his last plate appearance.
Right-hand batter against right-hand pitcher. Runner is on the move, and the pitch to the plate taken for a strike, and the throw down not in time. Bounces past the initial infielder. That was the second baseman covering. The shortstop in behind the play, able to corral that one, making sure that Wilson did not advance any further. So another run in scoring position. 4 runs crossing in this top of the 10th. 5-1, Musselman in front. Far different game from when these teams met back on April 15th. Musselman ran away with that one 17-0. Pitch missing, catching that outside corner. So 0-2, and now Memphis Elliott a pitch away from getting his team to the plate, needing 4 to tie or 5 to get the walk-off win. Here is the pitch. Swing and a fly ball into right field. Moving back on it, the right fielder, and he's underneath of it. We believe that's still Chase Henson out there who was able to make that play, and the side is retired. But the damage done, 8 batters in all come to the plate for Musselman in this top half of the 10th inning. They put 4 runs on the board. As we go to the bottom of the 10th, it is the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due for the Cardinals in need of runs, now trailing 5-1.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Well, it's the last chance for the Spring Mills Cardinals as they will come to the plate, bottom half of inning number 10. Boy, it has been a good one. Musselman finally breaking through in that top of the 10th inning. It was Lohr who got it all started with that opposite field double, and then Blake Hartman with the big triple to drive home a pair. And that was a key part of how that top half of the 10th played out.
Looks like we have Chase Henson, who's going to be hitting for himself. Instead of being DH for it was Braden Shives, who was the DH for the starting right fielder today. Instead, Henson going to get a chance to swing the bat.
So Henson stands in, and the right-hand batter with a swing and a miss at the first pitch from Blake Hartman. Hartman came in the last half inning, faced 2 batters.
And you can tell that Henson hasn't got a cut tonight. Doesn't look overly comfortable as he takes that one inside. But that first swing, the hands rolled over, all arms on the swing.
Now awaiting that 1-1 pitch. Henson in the right-hand box. Hartman from the windup. Here it comes. That fastball up and in. Now 2-1. Drew Gilpin due next. Then it would be Mason Everhart unless we get a pinch hitter. Here's the pitch. Fouled off the hands, out of play. First base side. Count 2-2 to Henson. 4 runs in the top of the 10th. The difference right now in this one.
Nationals still playing, or have we outlasted them?
They are still playing. But they're getting later in that game as they're in the top of the 8th inning now. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch due, but Hartman taking way too much time, and so Henson steps out. Yeah, it's still a 2-1 lead for the Nationals. Philly batting top of the 8th inning with 1 out. Pitch to the plate, taken for a called strike 3.
And I love that by Blake Hartman. Chase Henson called the time at the plate, and Hartman didn't move. He kept the glove right in front of the face, right hand in the glove, ready to go. He knew what pitch he wanted. He was confident, never moved at all on the mound while Henson collected himself at the plate. And I love the confidence on the mound by the senior.
He'll go to work on Drew Gilpin, starting him with ball 1. Gilpin in the right-hand box, taking that fastball on the outside edge. 1-1 strike. He has struck out, laid down a sacrifice bunt, and struck out a second time, so 0 for 2. Breaking pitch down in the dirt goes through to the backstop. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody on with 1 away. Bottom of the 10th. Musselman put 1 on the board in the 3rd. Spring Mills answered with 1 in the 4th. Nobody scored in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. And then finally, Musselman breaking through with 4 in the top of the 10th. And now Spring Mills trying to find an answer. Pitch high, a little inside as well. 3-1 now to Gilpin. Looking in that on-deck circle.
Does look like a 22, so I believe that is Everhart.
So Everhart will be ready to swing the bat again. This one is up and in. So the 3-1 pitch misses for ball 4 after the strikeout to start the inning. It's a base on balls, and Spring Mills has a runner. So now Mason Everhart with a chance to swing again.
And for Spring Mills, you may be thinking, now it's just one runner on base, but comeback's got to start some way.
All right, that's it.
All starts with a base runner.
Starts with one. See if they can get it done. Everhart taking, and that is strike one.
Did you mean to rhyme right there?
What's that?
One done. Did you mean to rhyme right there?
Not necessarily.
I don't know whether you're trying to spice up the broadcast as we get into the later hours.
No, not trying to show the rapping skills. Here's one down in the dirt, and it does get away from Baden Hartman. That one bouncing up and off of him and in behind him. That will be ball 1 and will also allow Gilpin to advance to second base. I think the two will talk about that pitch later. Come on, bro.
It's getting late. It's getting cold. I think we go diving everywhere.
Just throw strikes. Hit the mitt. Let's go.
I think if they go on to win this game, that's all that's going to be talked about on that bus ride home and the car ride home is what a win.
Yeah.
What a game, period. No matter how this plays out, this has been one heck of a high school baseball game.
It has been. 1-1 pitch. Breaking again down low. 2-1. Yeah, you're talking about Musselman trying to snap that 5-game slide. Haven't had that win since April 24th. Last time out, the 5-4 loss, that was last Saturday at Martinsburg. So to snap a 5-game slide in this way certainly would be big. There is a pitch that goes through to the backstop. That will allow the base runner to advance, and that will be ball 3. Might be a passed ball in that situation as it goes through. Either way, that runner right now at third, not a major concern. You've got to go after the batter, Everhart.
And it seems like Hartman's getting away from that fastball over the last couple of pitches. Comes back with it right there.
Yep.
And ends up getting a foul ball that makes it a full count. He's been trying to win. I don't know whether it's him working on that off-speed pitch and the breaking ball, but I think at this point in the game, you're at the bottom of the order, guys that haven't done a whole lot. Go with the fastball. You got some power behind it.
Now the 3-ball, 2-strike delivery comes back with that fastball, but missed it high, and that is back-to-back walks after the leadoff strikeout. We'll have a quick visit to the mound. So runners at the corners, first and third. Looks like the entire infield going to come in and be a part of this conversation. We mentioned Musselman trying to snap that 5-game slide for the Spring Mills Cardinals. Matt, this would become their longest losing streak of the season. With the loss last night against Washington, they have now dropped 3 in a row, and this marks the 3rd time this year that they have hit 3 straight losses. But each time that they have done that, they've been able to get a win in that 4th game and snap the string. So this would be their longest losing streak at 4 in a row if they cannot find a way to rally.
Caden Compton is back in the on-deck circle, so it would be him re-entering. So a pinch hitter. They'll pass 2 at-bats in that leadoff spot.
Here we go with Memphis Elliott standing in, taking strike 1 down the middle. Elliott out of the number 9 spot in the order, up for a 4th time. Grounded out to short in the 3rd. Grounded out to 3rd in the 5th, and then struck out swinging his last time up in the 8th inning. Takes this pitch low and away. Throw in behind the runner, and now they've got him in a rundown between first and second. The throw from the first baseman to the shortstop, back to the first baseman, now on to the second baseman where they will apply the tag out at second. Meanwhile, Drew Gilpin, who was at third, will come home and score. So that will be a steal of home to make it 5-2. But the runner is picked off at first base for the second out of the inning. So the base is now empty, as Memphis Elliott will step back in, awaiting that 1-ball, 1-strike pitch. I'll let you figure out all of the 2 to 3 to 6 to 4.
I was going to say 2 to 3 to 4, back to
6.
6 to fill in blank here.
Pitch taken for a called strike, now at 1-2, and Blake Hartman a pitch away from getting out of this one, wrapping it all up. And here is that pitch, a check swing, down low and away for a ball, appeal to the base umpire, no swing.
Yeah, went with the breaking ball again. That one, a little bit of movement on it. Again, I'm thinking I'm going with the old number 1 here. Just rear back, give it everything you got and try to blow the fastball by him.
Elliott in the right-hand box, awaiting the 2-ball, 2-strike delivery. Here it comes. It's a called strike 3, and there it was, that fastball on the inside part of the plate, and that will bring this one to a close. What a ball game it turned out to be as they went into extra innings. Neither team could score in the 8th. Neither team could score in the 9th. But in the top of the 10th inning, Musselman puts 4 on the board. A run in the bottom of the 10th for Spring Mills draws them a little closer, but not close enough. The final is Musselman 5 and Spring Mills 2. A 2-minute timeout, then we come back to get into our post-game show. It's West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078. Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
We are back once again here at Cardinal Park. A 10-inning victory for the Musselman Applemen. We'll tell you all about it as we get into our post-game show. Along with Matt Crawford, I'm Matt Miller. John Alderton on our TV 10 camera. Donald Kinney, our on-site producer, and our studio engineer, Colin McLaughlin. Well, Matt, a run in the top of the 3rd inning. A double from Sam Simpson got it started. There was a base on balls. Then came an out on a pop-out in foul territory behind home plate. And with one down and runners at second and third, thanks in part to a passed ball, Jason Myers delivered the sacrifice fly. Musselman takes the lead, but Spring Mills would answer. They get a run in the bottom of the 4th inning. It was a one-out single by Carson Gotham after a fielder's choice that Tyler Gilpin reached on and took second on an error. He scored on the 2-out base hit from Chase Renner. We were tied at 1, and that was it until the top of the 10th inning.
Yeah, top of the 10th inning, and Musselman was the first one to really get the bats going. So you can say the pitching staff for Spring Mills blinked first in this sort of situation. The inning got started right back at the top of the order. It was a leadoff double for Kyle Lohr, then a walk, a 2 RBI triple by Blake Hartman that ended up being the only 2 runs that Musselman would need. That was followed by an infield single, a sacrifice fly. RBI would score Jacob Miller, and a wild pitch scoring Blake Hartman for those 4 runs in the 10th inning. One able to score on a rundown in between first and second in that final inning. It was Mason Everhart getting caught between first and second. Coming in to score was Drew Gilpin, that coming after back-to-back walks by Blake Hartman. So one run in the bottom of that 10th inning, but wasn't quite enough. But again, one heck of a ball game. I'm not even going to label it one heck of a high school ball game. That's just one heck of a baseball game we saw here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll come back and give you some numbers, including very spectacular numbers for both starting pitchers who ultimately get a no decision. We'll wrap up the postgame show after this timeout, reminding you our final, Musselman 5 and Spring Mills 2.
WVU Medicine introduces a new minimally invasive hysterectomy surgery to our area. V-Notes is an advanced gynecologic technique that provides many benefits to patients, such as shorter hospital stays, less post-operative pain, faster recoveries, and no visible scars. Dr. Aaron Miller and Dr. Lori Tucker with WVU Medicine OBGYN in Martinsburg are the only OBGYNs in the Baltimore, Washington metropolitan area currently offering this cutting-edge procedure. WVU Medicine, the future of surgery is here.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Orsini's, not just an appliance store anymore. They're your one-stop resource for all home needs, whether it's custom kitchen design, countertops, or cabinets, or check out their new sleep studio with Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. For all of your outdoor living needs, Orsini's has Gladiator Garage Works, Traeger grills, barbecue accessories, barbecue rubs and sauces, and every flavor wood pellets. Visit their brand new 8,200 square foot showroom at 360 Hack Wilson Way, 304-267-7251, Orsinis.com. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078. Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Smallwood and Small Insurance, Thomas Miller Agent, Administrative Drive, Martinsburg. Cider Press Restaurant, Exit 5, Inwood. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring in Inwood. Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, Tavern Road, Martinsburg. The Mortgage Center in the Aiken Center, Martinsburg. Dynamark Atlantic Security, your local alarm professional. Holly's VIP Northside, Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. Art McBee Insurance, Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. D&N Auto Specialists off Tavern Road, Martinsburg. And Heffley Motors, HeffleyMotorCompany.com.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talk radio WRNR.com. All rights reserved.